Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, due to the time differences. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. As I always say, music is a good essential for the mind, body, and soul. Let's go start with Kofi with PCP. Nah, PCP. Mhm.
Shining from to my body, shining bright. The fire over me, okay. Set fire, set so fire, yeah. We obey it, we obey it, oh, 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 oh. We obey it, oh, 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 oh. We obey it, oh, 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 oh. Me like it, and I say, 'cause you've been doing good, Miss Anita. You've been about some inside. Mayako, Yako, Akasumo. So you know the princess, so you know the island. Oh, you know me, you're a jumbo, so I know you're a bona. What do you say, John Boy? No, so do you, go to side, but you I could be your chair, but all the time. If it's something was so cool. One name in my power. One name in Lady Gaga. One name in my power. One name in Rick Ahmed. One name in my power. One name in Holly Berry. Oh, yes, you go. Oh, yeah, oh, yes, you go. Oh, yeah, oh, yes, you go. Oh, yeah, it's a shiny from the world. The fire over surely. We don't pay it. You can say I can pay. I can pay. I can pay. You can say I can pay. Oh, oh. You can say I can pay. I can pay. You can say I can pay. Oh, baby, this is your life. Show me what you got. See you looking fancy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got money to blow. So what let we go? Keep on sexy like so. Make that whole lot to say. You got it, you got it. Do it, you got it. Put your body, you got it. Baby, you so sexy. If you wanna roll with me, keep on sexy. If you wanna be with me, make you keep on classy. My phone, oh yeah, wait, I tell you, I went. I really did decided to our friend what you say. You are my African queen, who has made my dreams come true. Oh, I really did decided to our friend what you say. You are my African queen, who has made my dreams come true. Oh yeah, it's a shining from to my back, in the back. Oh, but you me, oh, baby. Sepata, Sisabari, we know, baby, we know, baby, we know, baby, oh, we know, baby, we know, baby, shine away, and follow the trail. Follow the trail. Somebody,
right? Yeah, that's low voice.
I want to take a baby and some special. Anything I've been saying, baby, I'm a true dear. Be a phobia, or better me, or better myself, myself, Osumbo, I'm more on the beer. If it's a matter of my birthday, Nina, because he not try my birthday, Nina, because he if I tell you, I'll find it to my mother, not sure so the other in so you don't want to meet down here, I'm going to buy. That's what I don't know, it's so funny, so you don't want to meet down here, I'm going to buy. That's what I don't know, it's so funny, oh, baby, that's your strength. I miss you, oh, baby, that's your phone. I miss you, so good, I watch your name. Oh, no. What you mean, right now? Make my day. Yeah, she has really captured my heart. Yeah. I'm still searching. Mention get a person in there. Not something called somebody making up that. Make a tamale. Make a boy in the make sugar. Make a boy go. Be a dog, be a hunter, be a dog. Be a dog, be a hunter, be a dog. Be a dog, that's a muscle, a broken of me, a better muscle day. Be a dog, be a hunter, be a dog. Be a dog, that's a muscle, a broken of me, a better muscle day. So you never know me, now you're my come up by. That's what I don't know, it's so funny, so you never know me, now you're my come up by. That's what I don't know, it's so funny, oh, baby, that's your strength. I miss you, oh, baby, that's your phone. I miss you, so good, I watch your name. Oh, no. You just really made my day. Yeah, she just really captured my heart. Yeah, my heart puts you in the air. My tongue is so sharp. I'm so good. I miss you. So good, I watch you. Oh, no. What's your real girl? Make my day. Yeah, she just really captured my heart. Yeah. Oh, baby, that's your strength. I miss you. I see where you are.
Okay. Let me play. I'm going to save Gigi Misu for when my baby sister comes on. So that's going to be after the show. Come on. Hey, my baby. Hey. Oh. Hey, man.
I'm the supremo, king of all songs. It might go try out to silly things. It can get me out of the race. It makes me draw by God. It makes me draw by God. It makes me draw by God. No problem, sister. I can do it better. I'm better first. I'm better first. I can do that. You never try to do what I do. I'm better first. And my body said, "Need a fix like I'm wearing it. Need a fix like I'm wearing it. Need a fix like I'm wearing it. Yeah, girl, my time I'm for sure. Michael Jackson's all your plan. Muhammad Ali's all your the greatest. Every person so many. I think I'm ready. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you're running with me. She can't lie. I won't lie. What the weather say on your God? Christian Road, I don't need a sentence. What kind of a big number one? What don't go down with you? I mean, but don't go down with you. I won't. Maybe I should. Hey. But I don't know this city if I was here. That will go I was trying to story. Never this. Yeah, baby, to me, I'm the supremo, king of love songs. Oh, where you're I will. Yeah, my face. Let them wear it. Yeah, my face. Let them wear it. Yeah, my face. Let them wear it. Yeah, changing the tear, but I'll find you. It's the Aisha Africa. I'll find you. Abrabo Nsem. Hey, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. And then if you are okay, they say we and then my topic particularly, but they say me will be that makuma so because we will go all around. But they say we just going to have a constructive conversation regarding things in life issues. Abrabo Mu Nsem, so just join me. We're gonna share information and then learn from each other because we have to be able to share. But sometimes when you hear certain things with people in general or with people in our community, society, it's like they are stuck on one thing. A lot of times we talk in terms of why people are not doing this or why people keep
um, blaming other people, giving excuses and reasons as to why they are the way that they are, right? And that's going to continue. It's not going to stop at any time in life, because there are always going to be other people who is going to be receptive to the excuses, reasons, and blaming game. I mean, like, if you have a country of million people, not all million people, like, if you can have 1/10 of people like agreeing on one thing, that's awesome. If you can have one 2/3 of, or to whatever you want to uh, split it to, like you have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, or a whole, one whole as everybody. But that's going to be abnormal to be able to have every person in your country to agree on one thing. Life will be too boring. So there's going to be things and um, areas that you're going to have so many of us lacking of. But my problem and my question today is, if our upbringing is not favoring us, what is stopping us when we become an adult from changing our ways? Because I can understand growing up as a child, you don't have any say when your parents make decisions for you. Okay. When some parents tell you this is what you're gonna do, and nothing is gonna change, you don't have control of what you can do or what you cannot do as a child. But once you grow up, you move out of your parents' house, or you get into relationship, or you become involved with someone, you move to another country, or you move to a different place, you have your own place, living independently. What is stopping you from learning different things to implement and move forward? It seems like a lot of us, a lot of people within our society communities are comfortable, blaming other people for their mistakes, blaming other people for their bad habits, blaming other people for their unsuccessful life, giving excuses as to why they cannot do X, Y, and Z, expecting other people to solve their problems for them. I don't get it. Nobody on this earth, with the exception of God, knows what I need, what I like, how I want things to be done for me, unless I express that to people that cares for me, people around me, in order for me to get close to the things that I need. But in order for me to get to 100% of things that I need to step up and do what must be done to get there. Everything stamps on me. If I want to kind of spread myself out, then I'll do that. If I need to ask questions, I'm going to ask questions. Who do I go to and ask certain questions? I'll do that. Do I need to Google on things and figure out what more I can do in regards to this situation? We cannot continue to look for other people to fix our problems for us, because what each and every one of us think of, or how we process things, are completely different. We have people, when you give them directive, they can follow through that with just that one directive. We have some people with that one directive, it's not going to get anywhere. It's going to bounce off. So you have to remind them, prompt them, give them verbal prompts for them to kind of like be able to like reflect that, okay, this is what was told to me every 5 minutes or so. As a grown woman or a grown man, you're not going to have someone living with you to continue to do that, because at some point the person with you is going to get tired with you. It's like you don't have a sense of your own. You're not functioning at the level that you're supposed to function. As adults, we need to take responsibilities of some of our problems and mistakes. Yes, our upbringing, some people had a lot of traumatic event, went through a lot of traumatic things growing up, and some of them require counseling. Others, they can self-regulate, all right? Like, coming from a big family, some of you who had known me for a while, who has followed me, support me, and listened to some of my programs, you have heard I have shared some of my personal stories, just to encourage, or like, let people know you don't have to stay on the first page. Like if you're writing a book, which chapter you're going to be on? You need to be able to move on. Okay, this is where I was in chapter 1, but as time went on, this is my experience where I have from where I was to where I am now. Each chapter has to reflect something different, something new, what you were able to do to kind of like get over X, Y, and Z. Because if you have 20 chapters and they all reflecting the same thing, nobody is going to buy that book. People gonna give you bad reviews. So it's like, okay, what did you write the book for? What is the lesson that you learn from that? A lot of us, we stay with our past, and we bring our past into our present and future, to kind of like get empathy from other people, or to victimize themselves, because they always place themselves as victims. Love is something that manifests. It's a feeling within. It cannot be forced on anyone. Nobody can force their love on me unless I allow it, you know. But like, if you don't love someone, don't pretend that you love the person, because everything that we do, whatever we give, we get it back, triple whatever times. When you think ill of people, in the long run, it's going to go around. It's like a boomerang. Life, that's what life is. You throw boomerang, it will go around, circle, go to places, turn, and then before you know it, it's coming right back from where you threw it from. But I could be watching to saying, I would say yes, so I do insure. So it's just to join me to have a constructive conversation. Like today, like I just didn't say much and I play music because of copyright. I understand copyright. We play the song not to like, sell them, for entertainment. Sometimes you can't even play the song that is in your heart, because I have done programs where I play music for like an hour, and the whole hour it's mute. They muted it. So it's like all you see is me dancing, talking, you don't hear nothing. It's really discouraging. So like I'm going to save most of my song playing, and then when I come on I won't talk. So after some time, if they mute the music part, I can just go and cut that part off. Just cut that part off and just leave the talking part, because it's just ridiculous. Okay, join me to have a constructive conversation. In Abrabo Mu Nsem. in life issues. Abrabo Mu Nsem. Abrabo Mu Nsem. I'm going to read the comment. Don't worry, guys. I'm just like trying to. All right. So, like, tomorrow, Sofo and I would not do live program tomorrow because I have an event that I have to go to. That's why I'm looking all sexy, mama. I'm just walking past hubby, like trying to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? So we will see you guys next Saturday by God's grace. Um, oh, thank you, Sister Aisha Ankara. Mwakwaba. Knowledgeable, loving, caring, heart of a gold. Sister Aisha Ankara. Hey, Sister Yaf. Say what about Tehakra na mi hui. Eh, ni mwakwabo obesima. What's on with him dear come? Apo mo te say. Oh, thank you, Brother Kofi. Say why complimenting me to me no cry na me medase. I wanted to look a bit different without makeups because if you go into an event with hubby, you have to look extraordinary. Oh man, yes. Anyomtofoɔ no ayɛ a yɛbɔ mo nnwom a it's for entertainment. It's only for entertainment. Why? We're not selling them. Just to like dance small. Because music is a good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. Yes, we already know that. Hey, this I have. Again, I'm kind of winking and you will say, what are you thinking of? Oh, my lovely, knowledgeable sister, Sage Williams, me mamu akwaba. What to say? Sage Williams, greetings. When I hear my name now, it makes me happy. And the beautiful people aboard. Greetings to you as well. Is Sister Aisha related to Brother Ankara? I'm not sure. But you can direct that question to Sister Aisha. Sister Aisha, come and respond. Brother Ankara, you be me akitwa. Sister Yaba, you said you are going somewhere. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, sharp. Maybe I'm a program. Yeah, I will go and drop the kids off at my baby sister, or maybe tomorrow morning, early in the morning, before Kay and I leave to go to the event. So tomorrow I'll just record it and come show off on Facebook. Yes. It's a happy. It's a lovely thing. Togetherness is so lovely. Memo akwaba sister ya for the Atobra, our one and only author that I know. I know and I'm friends with. Let me just say that I know and I'm friends with, So, yeah. She says, hi, hello, sis, and all the lovely people on the platform. Hello to you as well. So, as I was saying before, today's program is to join me to have a constructive conversation. That's it. In life issues. Abrabo Mu Nsem. So I asked a question earlier. Sister Yatobra, I wasn't sure if you were here when I asked the question because it's a certain condition in our society community, and I see that our lovely, knowledgeable sister, Comfort, who name, just Yamawo Akwaba, papa. Maybe this a question to wait me afre because Mumu Bebre will me WhatsApp number. person messenger, fine. Person me sending a link and then so now without showing your face, fine. You whichever way you want to go about it. Person stick it to a comment and so that's fine. And I see boss lady back. The beautiful, knowledgeable, strong, well, kind-hearted, motivational boss lady. One. How you doing? Hey, Missy, and then you may need if you're chineko. Meso do suitcase with this hairstyle. I did it purposely, just to change the looks a little bit without the makeups. My sister, you are looking beautiful. I like your hair. Thank you, boss. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's so nice and soft. I love it. It's so nice and soft. And I can bounce it back and forth. Hey, you see, you're high lawyer, dear. If don't, and no one is here, me be people. So, hello, Sandra Odo. Looking beautiful ever. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. How are you doing and the family? By the grace, by His grace, we are blessed and grateful. And you'll be no sorry. And I say, for the fact that we are alive, nobody is sick. Good news all around. We have to be just grateful for that and appreciative. How are you and your family on your end, Sister McQuell? Excuse me. Hey, and that's what I let me see. I don't remember some did sometimes Jay will say, Minti was undidi. Ubetna honuma ye juma sa wunidi. Missy challenge say juma take it my life. It has oh yeah that your whole was say so near for moho pam. You are so welcome. Into the question that I asked before I saw Sister Yatubra ebi nso a moba so akyɛ na me hu a boss lady ne sister mreku ane sɛ yɛn mu bebree ɛsɛ baabi a yɛtete yɛn ɛka ho nti ɛna yɛsuban te sɛ neɛ ɛteɛ. Most of us yɛsuban te sɛ neɛ ɛteɛ in a negative form. Na make asɛm a mebusa ne sɛ, and I'll say it in English. Si yɛsua no ɛna ne yɛntumi nsesa saa ahyɛberɛ no a yɛnyi ɛdeɛn ɛna esi yɛ kwan sɛ yɛbɛsesa saa ahyɛberɛ no mmerɛ ko a saa ahyɛberɛ no ɛmmoa yɛn. So my question is, you have many people who talk in terms of because of our upbringing, that's why some of us or most of us are dysfunctional. Most of us act the way that we act. That we're not able to change our ways. Growing up as a child, we don't have control of our life, right? So now you are all grown up as a woman, as a man, as a mother, as a father, as an uncle, as an aunt, as a grandmother, as a grandfather, whatsoever, whosoever, as a big brother or a big sister, whomever, brother or hineba, nyameche, enie. Brother nyameche, apomuti saying, I'll say yes, I don't know. It's good to see you. So, if and when you grow up, the things that did not benefit you, the trauma that you experienced, everything that you went through as a child growing up, that the lack of resources that you had, you did not, the lack of resources that you have, or restricted from, and you not being able to kind of like acquire a lot of things or obtain so many things, to kind of like live a normal adult life. Why or what is stopping you now Now, 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 to change that setting. Because as I was saying earlier, before other things, kind of like came about, and I kind of paused from what I was saying earlier, that I had shared some of my experiences on in some of my programs. So some of you who had known me for a while, follow me, support me, friends with me, spoken to me on the side behind the camera and stuff. You know some of my life story. Living with my parents was has never been a problem. My father was a strict father because he was a teacher. Teachers, like, god damn, everything has to be steady, 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 steady. Learn, like everything has to do with that. So it's like, my dad was strict, and growing up, I thought my dad was like, the worst father. But then prior to getting married, I went to thank my father for, having a structure home and keeping me in check, and always like, on always like making sure that I was doing my schoolwork and going to school and not skipping school. I remember I used to like back home. Let me backtrack a bit. When my father traveled abroad first, and then 2 years later, my mom joined him. So in '84, my older sister, myself, and the youngers, we went to stay with some family members on my mother's side. So when we got there, brother Uncle knew didn't even walk up. I mean, I remember almost the same. So when we went to stay with our some of our family members, not all of them. I mean, some of my mom's family members, my mom's side family members, they are the sweetest. They like awesome, and they have so much compassion. And some, I will put it like, I know they all want to go to hell. I'm not judge. I'm not going to be the judge, but based on the treatment they gave me and my siblings, they're going to hell. Brother Mike Mika, that's simply my feelings. So, and I'm basing that on what I experienced. In their mind, they had broken me, and I was thank you, bro. They have broken me, and they're going to succeed in life, and I'm not. But God does not like ugly. So, originally, I wasn't even supposed to stay with them. I was supposed to go back to Kumasi, which is a say to stay with my one of my mother's best friend, who also was a teacher. So with her, I think I stand a better chance in doing so many other things. But everything happened for a reason, because when we were in Kumasi before '84, before the ending of '84, doing exams, like back home when you do exam, they will announce it, the first person, the second, the third. The last place in Kumasi that I was at was third. If I'm not first, I'm second. If I'm not second, I'm third. There was three friends, two guys and me, uh, Ima and Kofi Collett and myself. So it's like we always. It's like there was rotation all the time. I'm not sure if the teachers were doing it purposely, but like this year, I will come first. One will come second. The other one will come third, and then the following, this one will come first. Second, I'll be third, or sometimes second. So like it was good life. I was like doing well in school. So fast forward it before ending of '84, we moved to Oda, and we had to stay with some friends. So originally, I'm supposed to go back to Kumasi, so which means my parents will have to like send her friend that I was gonna stay with some money. So once some of the family member from my mother's side, figure out that every month there's going to be some money being sent to them, they refuse. to have me go live with my mother's friend. They were so freaking selfish of their own interests. They did not think of my education, my development, my academic, nothing whatsoever, my well-being, nothing whatsoever, because they were focused on the money that was going to be sent abroad to them. You see how greedy some people are. So they kept me, and I was forced to go to school in Akemoda. It's not like I have any complaints about, being in Akemoda, because that's my hometown. Anyhow, so when I came to Oda, my uniform was Anglican uniform, blue with a white trim in the sleeve and the neck whatsoever. So the fact that I came with Anglican uniform, I went to class 6, yeah, in Anglican. And then a year and a half later, I was transferred to if you don't speak English, it's on you. I was transferred to Presby B in Old Town. Whoever's from Odan knows what I'm talking about, or which school I'm talking about. And then when I transferred to Presby B, it wasn't like I was given a new uniform. I mean, yampam uniform for ne mami me cousin me wo fa ba ba ne uniform ɔno ahyɛ na ani anwan no ɛne yɛde ɛmaa me sɛ menhyɛ. Saa time no na afe na me nofoɔ bobɔ. Mekae sɛ mehyɛ ataadeɛ yi ante wɔ fie, ante wɔ kwan mekɔduru school. Ɔn sɛ school no nso yɛwɔ yellow team, blue team, green team, and red team. Na mewɔ yellow team. Ɛne yɛsi apply baabi a yɛsi yellow team a yɛsɛ mo prapra na mo hyehyɛ hɔ no. Mekotoo sɛ meyɛ yi a me uniform yi sɛte baabi a nkɔte sɛ baabi anofoɔ no ɛyi ba no ɛhɔ nom na ɛtee sɛ zzz. Awurade, saa da no mede me nsa sɔɔ me nofo hɔ nom a kɔpem tam a yɛmaa me kwan sɛ menkɔ fie nkɔyi me ho, nti na ɛyɛ sɛ mehyɛ efie ataadeɛ ɛde ba school. But sɛnea ne m'ani awu no, mebɛtena akwan mu kɔpem tam a school kɔn mankɔ back to school. It is Emma so ama so cry. Oh, you brother never I met yes, what doing in Israel, Ebusia phone, many Ebusia phone, yeah, we won't so near Ebusia phone, not to say a woman so, but Uncle said greetings to you and all viewers. Greetings to you back. Bonjour, my pretty thing. Bonjour to you also, bro. And thank you for the compliment. I'm loving my hair too. It's so nice and soft too. When you hope set yeah pa. Yes, what doing in Israel, me who ye pa na so I hope that one so who ye pa. What did they me who said you we and I don't even have to say the name. But not say that. And I say me shut down time to one can or a mpamu nkɔmmɔdie. Adan wanya sister bi a wo practice wɔ hɔ nom nti na wo mma no anaa anaasɛ you have other things coming up. Ayɛ ano ama yɛato nka wayɛ ba wo contribution nso mesua biribi bebree firi mu paa. This woman mouth ne borɔfo. Yes, sweet. Me de gya me haw. Ma menkasa. Let me talk. Because I have friends almost so teach you. But I might make an order. Actually, make you different today. You're looking pretty sexy face. With no makeups. With no makeups, natural skin. Yeah. You see how it's growing and stuff? Hi. Just a new make Happy I am not the one speaking because my English 20 intervals and oh please. Mom fee brother na I see do that phone. So yeah, Juma and not on your customers no camera for Obeka on free Ghana. Mom no cry was that. What English in the papa. Make I can do a while make me be bro was sitting. Just in the slangs, Charlie, no be small thing. I don't speak English. Oh, who can French? Who can French? Who can French? Who can brofo now? Country. And it's all kind of another casafu for a fat one, meaning Master Asante. Hey, Missy brother, na next year, papa boy boom one time, my year late keke. Na on say Ghana and so no teachers for ne boa. No more so uniform, no almost just a send a bay a bed tally would to him. Now would 2 year boom name a bay, yet Charlie. Oh dear, don't men come me yaw be. Miss no my phone, demon, look at my phone, demon. Hey, brother, come around. Marcus, it's good to see you. You here. So back to the story. Let's pick up. Yeah. Again, yeah. Oh, Master Nyako, entry. Yes. Minya Bema. Mr. Abro Kwanso. Oh, boo, nipa, yes, no. Let you over where you fear. Over where you fear, so still. No, brilliant. I'm following you. Oh, thank you, Brother Cabra. Very inspirational with that. Say, Salam alaikum. Malaikum salam. Hey, they say me can't call me. Can't call. Ain't you know, they say, yeah, bear honum no. It's say almost selfish interest in you know. Ain't you know, Sammy uniform next you know, may cause the Sammy hono. Yes, I'm a back to school by my uncle because your man, my classmate in memory be home enough for. Kyerɛ sɛ mesɔre ansa na mede me nsa bɛkata hɔ no, they saw the nipples of my breast nti no I felt so embarrassed and ashamed. That time no as green person a virgin, what do you know? Okay, who cares? Yes, master proper. Headmaster pan and three more days may he rest in peace. Oh, thank you, Sister Williams. That's a pan and coupon ain't shroud. That's it. No, I know I say. Ain't you know, like, but the next day, you know, I couldn't skip school. I had to go. But then, and Chebiana, sa tea ni pan ne baye, and no so cry and me. I mean, uniform net, you know, ne say me dip because it is a presbytery, you know, almost sewing class and near country, almost send you come a dear and BBT out come to know me the panium for panny. A friend is saying, Ahuma, and I made the palm here from the inside into know to say, me shall who say, Honatse, Nahana, my alteration or honor, and yet the best, but at least, you know, not a cover me no phone into to say, you were honor ma, me, yeah. Me the idea to cheer me no for no send ye be ya pushing or pushy uniform then TV maybe making a bit flatter for that. Just to manage the uniform no shade. Me can so na me ma me ne me papa yeah juma din e wo New York abonten so send ni sika on a monthly basis. Someone sending a monthly basis every 2 months and I say every whatever month now. They send enough money for myself and my siblings. Not only that, and they send extra money for Ninianum na ti omo nchen send ye be ya omo be hwen ye. It's a lot because sometimes you know people like they think say okay where are you from and where are you at because it is sometimes so we movie kind of stories a bit more same media but like you know I can't tell other people's story I can only tell my own so you know to say anopa kra ansa na ubenya koko edi anaasɛ wobɛnya paano bi de abɔ koko mu adi anaasɛ wobɛnya sika de akɔtɔ dɔko bi anaasɛ yɛanoa burobe bi na wobɛnya bi adi yɛawɔ fufuo na me deɛ mebaa ɔdan no te sɛ anwummerɛ aduane yɛanwɔ fufuo wɔ fie ɛna medii na memee da because I was used to Kumasi eating on my own because my mom was a nurse, my dad was a teacher, they had a poultry farm. What's up, coffee? What's Yes, what don't need insurance. Me who your boss and I won't swear.
Bibia ya boko me ye kata ya che me frɛ wa che
Oh, when I can say.
Abusuafo abegusu me tie abusuafo nyinara. Eja me bo bodi na makwa akoti bia na eja me refi obi din.
No correct, boss. Yeah, you so. Yeah, you was super obesima. Ahoɔfɛdua wo gyina ne nan so na ɔsan wɔ nimdeɛ na ɔkita akoma pa boss. Memo akɔ aba.
You were dancing pa. Now what's some out there to join na me beka kakra.
Mate boss maninko.
Yes, ye titi me upbringing affect ye life money.
No correct.
Ye kakra me now ka say ade na ye nyini a ye ntumi sister ne ade ni
no correct boss. No correct pa. Enti maninko boss.
Me che wa che fo nyina pio me che obi bia wo ti bia.
Oh, thank you. Watch now. Many other we are caught. Yeah, come baby.
And now we hearing no so blinky. Yes.
Oh, boss, to was. Boss, to was. Bravachi. Many other we are come baby or chinampa.
Dear mechanism. Media ye titi a hype. Adi ye bebre dem
no correct
especially ye bebre mu say hona menim na hona meka because menim opitie
ampa
na meka say some at times no and you may be a ye do be fam our life no that you used to it
yes
if you when you crap on a bia it was at me first na me ye power but say and your man for the year means a man to Messiah Timothy.
No correct.
And see, they tell me cancer and say, I'm more fremono. Also, ye be prememono, and to tear the mayeno. Now, mostly, na ye has.
No correct.
Elisa Penmucasa, Casabi, Gianni be any pabemi and Senebo Hano Mutuno Mutina, come to be. Maybe a fiena a yaka na on my yaka for the collab, my minutes to me yaka. And yet, did you be pray to me, Missia?
No correct.
It's the very because as I say, one more down for credit, I go our real movie, be a Messiah, because me, Suba, could be Namedia Casamano. Send it pebble life when Sia Casantino. So, only couldn't fear. That's our Sia. Yeah, and then they said, I was so sorry. Because the fear and sorry. And who cry out there and sorry. It's when Sian to officer, and now Adena. There was a worker sorry to them a year. Worker sorry to them crew. On a makes a nut or the ayaka. Obey to me, new crew ayaka. I won't feel it because the attention I'm used to Sadiano. It's no yaka or no bay yaka will say or no day. Or no yaka Sankasa. It's now to be at 3 months. Now wait, I'm Hana when I'm Hana Casa because the attitude. It's more ding, Sabia, you so now come to Sabia, oh, my men by Sabia. You took my common sign to know what's any body no I used to sign your man. Oh, but at times no money made
no crap. Oh, hey, boss, Missy, come to meet me, son. I'm in soon. We are me.
Good, look at here. Oh, it's no, now, and you remember how we're seeing to Luffy said, I need to okay because Miss me, because me now when I mean, any idea, it's more dear home, any idea. Na abasi say before they said before no it's more jealous in the way no. Also Abrabo say me the honest so Abrabo say a woman even say onye sikani cramp now you be a we were mana bet me rent to apartment be no mamo wako school where piano bedi or okay you be added a home onyia. Yes, say Abrabo to me give because your chum say was so give.
No correct.
So never say no. Yes, your child say yem pensi. We be a day.
Pensi.
Fakosi because if you cry yama komodo, it's be a parents ma kodano. Person ko wie aduane bi na de akoden. na de akwesi
Ani.
enti wo yesa na aka wonti wonyini krampo na da bia na odi enwoma ye den esie woni brema te wo krampo na at times untumi nye open so na me say no enti no say you compare yen ene abrofo na your lifestyle no ama sometimes no and frodie ene person kunya ahoya ene ade no edoso yen life no
Oh, boss.
because abrofo no bi ni hodie but abrofo die no ya na nhyeda nye bibi ti say yen mu die no
yeah
so na me say no enti no de meka ne say ya mpase yen tetie no edi yenya but as yenye no so no obetumi as some abra opera obetu say we share obi a ono so positive yi woni mu a na sa woni na ma also betumi asua se betumi asua bibi negative every obi hono sa na wa say me feel set ade we me suni me bai mu me mpe 18% me chirondo etenipa o se me sua se meka sorry o se me sua se meka thank you o se me sua se obi ya ade me appreciate no o se me sua se me ni me kunu eye bibi na se madam for eye bibi a me ma me bu fu too much and na se me kunu me bu fu no enkoda living room no that bedroom na me nyaka because they were come say e bi Ghana say we are born here same way piane so na me boa
oh boss no crasem na wo kan fa
enti no eni nipa no akwade be hia saa enti onni kunu kratie na se bia bibi ba ni kunu ni onni kunu tema onwa aduane o ma ni kunu bi because ye dia tete no
yeah samo boss no cra I mean it say no crasem na wo kan
yes enti ni nyina kete na say edi enya wa ware mu enafofo mu enuma mu eni adi bebrebe but I know said the next generation na eba kakra because nyoma be dane kakra ma ye hu se be say adon babat ebi mu so say yetete yes ano ayo be de memo de be fi say nyoma bebre wo mu a edi enya ema ya ware mu ye community mu ye bibie mu no edi enya ye tete mu die se wo compare me de metumi aka say edi enya pa enti kakra me se da aka eho no enti se ne nsua de se wa wo sikan no na de office edu nya na office how no also so no betumi asesa no na wo de akọ positive way because so say we share obi cramp na say bia me meet ajo do say o say bia be positive new me be wono ho a me fi say e kama e wo so tumi sua
no cra oh no cra asampa na wo kan
o so tumi sua na ye say radio ni yet social media ye kasa bebebe ni ade be ko bebebe etu fe kan say almost sia de pa so me say because who can na bi ni pode ni abale ho so eto ni kurukura na tina sa ya ka bia ba o say ni se me tumi trust na me ni me kuru ya aka be what you look like 3 months no what the flat back no more kasa sometimes I find it hard to believe
no cra oh
because why ya na kare ho eti ya ka no enya ne hwe
ampa
what you say oh enti no was see sua odoni ade na chese ye dey tell to topic na dia ba me sure say ye be sua dia free mu na ya le ne we just say positive way no aboy
no cra
boss
one sham me dance one sham and then empem komodi boss say o chia obi bia ya jo so boss and then empem komodi e beba so
Matthew.
I know how one ya doing wo chai
Matthew
boss and then we topic in so dey na ye boy this a boss lady I no ma tune in Monday through Friday 4 p.m. UK time Fire Life Radio, you know, like for bed drive or rough. They say like baby ya chira die no betimi afia die no eboa say can you open it yourself? Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Yes, ye timi sua de wo honom. Nti boss me da se pa me da se so atimi aba na won so abekire also adwin sometimes we need different aspects na eboa pa eboa comment nso no and also eboa pan. And I mean fast forwarding my story, some of them no and send a minion no I repetitive me repeating it over and over. And to say to be on a teeny panel a uniform they buy and brown and yeah JJ they buy nti ɛno ɛna me wɔ fa baako tɔɔ na ne yere tɔn ntoma nom ne materials na ɔde even though mekɔ Anglican no ne Presbyterian ne nyinaa no na ɔtɔn saa ayi ne bi nso no obi ahu sɛ okay akwaraa ne uniform nate nti yɛntɔ from like just imagine it me maame ne me papa wɔ aburokyire ɔmo de sika ba ɔmo there wasn't a month a ɔmo nfa enough money in ba to buy us uniforms, all the necessary things that you hear. And excuse me for a minute. Hello, Emilia speaking. May I help you? Wrong number. And I'm so say yeah. I mean, for be there. Sorry. Ain't to say like make us in I you need uniform mom, or no papa pam new uniform the man. Most ka on from in private school. Or no near didn't call private school until near to a new uniform, no light blue uniform to say near a more call dance school, no a light blue uniform, no but I call dance school call junior oh my gosh, I take fast side the whole momo private school be or her normal friend or something junior school, maybe fitting. I don't need didn't call yet. My parents' money was paying for that. Yeah, I can surely say that because they said that was around the time I was asked to like sister Miracle, I'm more clever. Boss, no worry, boss. I ban all the media. I bet you didn't want to say it. That's quite okay. I promise to say. Oh, me that's it.
I won't say be a beautiful tree.
Oh, thank you. Me person me bring modo ye weni su kakra. Wachina nyampa ye ko baby so. And also oh yeah, every now and then.
Yeah, because one year I said, oh, be trema, and so one year is a share.
No crap. That's right. Sister, Mekwa, you're more quava. Oh, thank you. And the hair is so nice and soft. Yeah, it is makwa high lawyer cry na me dey life. Upa. Oh. You see, oh no, answer more. So, some report, and then I will bring a new ray. I want a incomoya ye.
Yo, sis, me that's me for any actual
church in Iowa. So,
I some no do no boss lady aka no the crabina Ebeka.
My name called Adaroma.
Aye, sis, sir, what was said, so would be now, the beer would be any besino.
No crap.
So, what shall not say, when I will say, see, I would 2 3 body go see baby for from. The world goes soon, so science said, Biani, Ebenia, Cassia. Oh, yeah, the Shia, and ye,
no crap.
And the person mechanic so would be a piana, so would be a not Shia. A bet Shia was say a Beni. And as a way and as a tenant so excellent so say a Beni.
No crap.
Excuse me, now so they be what. Biani, no people say your Ghana and not obey the Ahoma, I saw also.
I'm pa.
No, or the assensate piano so Emma weights ever form Emma branches a year for fair success the or no so pay. May part say it drew baby a dear in this sea, and ye will form.
No correct.
Instead, I bet to us only yet be you dear Diana. I am for once saying your branches so. Now young corrective branch and actually and came Mayor Street.
No correct.
Sometimes Obi Becca say only sisters to the metaphor and the Sanya man you may
no correct.
Ebuapa typical example.
No correct.
The who na said your boss Becca a do or Tifie compound house. Na if we are almost chamber home so
yeah.
Baby or diniama etono or run a shelter if we are pabuano or betu abonting. Okay, on far in Mushimu. And what books so I know about the center table so baby will living room because Sana Danny designing our team. I'm not disrespecting people who live in chamber home.
No correct.
You will be so only one man's him into even dining hall crampono and also baby ye did so and your baby your baby I yet sounds repeat TV and sat the bedroom in the bathroom it's only power or also your organized for paying so it's also sad and you're and to send it away me no but west sign this is sort of who is she a baby free or back or no that's the situation but yeah so today my already a boss lady program so my person me boni bi just say you can be ya de papa kire no me papa ka say me papa say he's not and ever not ready say or best son de papa
actually
well obi o honoma enye obi ya na de ya o sie bibi no nyi a wasesano
no correct
ye mu no ye de sika boy ye trimodin ya ye mu bi no ye de humiliation and dey be asaka me ka me nya akada unsa kwada adun so ofi a ye de ne kaka tire no ni ya hwede free school magu nani mu ase a e de na kotire ni e de na batire because wa don kwakata so
that is so wrong. And yeah, crack, like what traumatizes the child forever.
Exactly. And when him say, and what down way yes, what Suben be said, or penny, daddy, over to your Musum hotel, daddy, and I say,
no crap.
So what good any mass to also baby?
Oh, yes. I mean,
that's where daddy and I say, trying to find someone so again, they say, 9 10 no, so the about the way they go. I could have ever try so better mental life because the idea, or try for revenge. Any piano or because we are nama instead they be when they say a prominent dinner and no
me a Bruna fine.
Yes, make I see young Quadana and you will feel a see more is a Quadani a draw so no more to milk I don't know because she feed him no be a pack of milk and I know yes or no more. Now you're free in your poor yen.
So, who your economy?
What would your economy? And it's only a poor yen and you feel only, I say, it running have my money, Sanya Mano, everywhere if you say. So maybe I bet people are aware, said this is where I'm coming from.
Oh, yes. Wow.
And many other back. They piano from somebody go to ya. They piano from somebody go to ya. Oh yes. Or see your far milk and no me one can of correct. Am I actually I don't know what you are the best so.
Wow. And in the background so far for time now.
Yeah, what so far papa. The knee and also also fano.
Oh my gosh.
Impact you know, Missy 2 years ago, he nearly died.
Oh,
He
goodness.
nearly died. Or that damn, or she also be up to idea when they come and or the whole team, then or the whole 30 minutes. Now, almost three so good as one intimate.
My gosh.
Oh, yes. And Yenina no be oh, yeah, Papa Buano, yeah, Papa Buano. One will say, you know, be a fish say,
Bibisana, we are right.
Or be a fish, Bibisa, or see a while I bring it. Or be a drink also. And recently, and I said, Yanina, even Diamo Crampono, and you who say, I said, or she plastic bag, be one, you fino.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and now I say, yes, see a drew, so you ran on your true sono. Yet, see a naya shikakra, and you do run a can, and I said, for you aggressive to say rubber now.
Wow.
Yes, and what I knew. So I did see a loading door catcher or no more free phone, so that I see any before.
You may fin your year and Palabrim.
Can you imagine? Yes, and you my no, and quite a bremono. I would to see or would almost for so. Why and a son, why and not or be frappala grass or manna. One will say, when you are allowable. No one to me and come where say I believe you, I trust you. I know you wouldn't do that. I know so we are papa.
No correct.
And to give me a reason to trust you. Okay, can send be mad or not to who say, oh, me ask me will be a woman.
No correct.
Ghana baby, you know, you catch it. Would you want to see me sad?
Yeah, Carsosa.
No, and the Sika media, someone walk up to Sika and I play a match on the moon. One point no, they would see me and also win. Yeah, so, but let's say, oh, it's an accident. I know you didn't mean it. Not who said, would you need this on said and say, I did. That's baby, I'm a new free. If you never back on the bamboo plate of a plate, which is a
what?
Oh, yes.
You kidding me? That is like above and beyond. That's an abuse.
I will be a generation because what plates, and this lady, Obia would be a milk any much as I did, I'm not condemning Christians, but what I'm saying is, I'm calling women as so show good leadership crumble, Emma will be best here, what will be a pack of free? And to Tia and the Mayan, I may move the other impact.
Oh, wow.
Dancing woman, actually, when you send me from, and here the apple, yeah. Sister, do idea, but when I saw sister, do why idea money a human. Sister, do man said, no, try to put a walk up for. What's your summer?
In some,
I will Abba says, just a yum, and yet, and Yamin, I may at the end, your sister, do and Yamin, I may at the end, your boss lady, and yet, the way I will come away, actually, the way I say,
Lord have mercy.
There is no love. Obey your baby on me because there be our no free yet.
But sister said, me dear Hamini said, the entire mammy busas our question and then say, dear Hamini said, see, yadi no, I know do. You didn't enjoy it, so you know how painful it is. And to see a dear una won't say I'm one, I dainty, and you do the same thing to other and I say other people. And I may dream what I meant to ask you know. Because you move we know how painful it is. Say when you're there torso, when you're there bro, when you're there yo tantanta, when you're there curse. But it's I mean with the curses, and I don't care because anybody who cursed me during the time and me say me abusia fo bi no channel. I know say nyame na me ye ntino or curse ya nipa awafa no curse no na me ntino it wouldn't affect me. So it let me about say nipa awa curse or full so curse me no curse or no ani ba na say ne nana Into omo makatua no bebre bra omo bre no sa akatua ni bi nti me nso no I'm taking a seat. Yes.
They are your sister by 19 years. Young come on, so then your sister by the end of the goodness one. But one who says, the Ayana a yara who did your okay, who be silent as Siano. Just as a yara who now, maybe no, maybe dear Maximia for summer.
And I mentioned Maximia sister. Say on the treatment we were honoma and say, would you don't show love, but I'm able to develop love for myself and actually implement, transfer that to others because idea we musia wow and me who so odoye so and the other no bintimi nkyere wodo emreko a se woni odo a emwa wo krampo no wo sa nipa no you hurting yourself, it's hurting you inside out.
Yes, but when you say me for instance now me number 1 sis. And it says me for therapy.
Wow.
She said, may allow me who crash a minute will be better now to see a bonk of a for dog.
Wow.
Who saw me more clean? Let me get on my cup of my is this year. Brian, near by Tim Tanya will be asking her. And your friend may be just said, well, may be that crowd them up on me, Brad, and ding.
What a wow.
Imagine a pumpy. I don't want to allow myself. My is so rigid, and if I didn't move, I say, who saw me baby? Anyone will say so. Who saw me? I say I am so because my put in ding. My put in ding. I'm me. You can't to me. To say or genuine love being so to allow yourself say. Who can grab a baby? You know, when kiss you, when it's
it's not happening. I mean, since it's most of your behavior, and you may be it becomes chronic because we have allowed it to stay with us. Because idea you're practicing, and that's idea you used to it becomes part of us. Until it becomes a habit. It becomes part of the poor characteristic. But and you're moving somewhere. It's say sister me needs to buy right. Na se me ye na da bia ye wo nipa bi omo wo ye society ni community no a omo foa me so a wo fo say me take him rest me jai me nyai da because me nsem ho a me di nyina no ene me nsem fo a me di nyina no obi foa me sa nsem fo no.
Yeah. And now would they to pan walk. Now when they say if me and I'm do you cry or do you sis? And trust me, that was me change here. That was the best time in my life. I just say I me to find that my people say
and you feel good. You're inside and out. Bibi, man, your man, was man, your man, how Bibi, say Bibi, since what you are more inclined to say, Ube addresses up a problem nice, you know. Won't find seven because it's all the and some show more. We are a mental health, a winning boss lady Thursday, so bad, Ebeki can want some near dinner. Say, you move a Brian aware of mental health, right? But to say your crew move for sister, and you may be aware your mental health, and to say I want mental health, no, or bet or the baby better, or the baby better, and only problem, no, you not see idea back one touch, and only to say a national anthem. So, and Nipa or no yari no him one, yam one here to say Nipa ya dear, what the wickedness in your dream, one in iron and need done. Yebeka say our mental health and so many panel na dream that one by any mental health no everything anything no we going to assume say your mental health nipa bi wo mu di boni we a o se na me yare my dream ni ho no and so na dream that ho no mpa nti no I mean that's concerning.
Yeah, because you mommy be also Accra now or no so or yam bottles or yam manifest powder not the and yam just papa and ya bria. Now one day now we aduane na ɔde ɛsɛ oni kunu maae na ɔde ne kunu ne deɛ na ɛsi hɔ ɛsɛ ɔba akwadaa na ɔte ne nkyɛn ne mfa aduane ne ma no enti ɔkɔre kɔ n'adamfo fie a wakɔtena hɔ na ɔmu bɔ nkɔmmɔ ɔne n'adamfo ne bɔ nkɔmmɔ na sisa ne yɛ no so ɛne deɛ maa no aduane o ɛno nso me no mi fufuo ɛnso so koraa no me deɛ aka wɔ hɔ na aka ketewa bi enti ne ma akwadaa yi nkɔɛ no nkɔgyefa mmra na edi.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wakofa papa ne die no.
Wakofa papa ne die no. Obreko otwa ne said the okọ no obekọ na esi cupboard so no. Okọ no na die si cupboard ne so no. Wan fa no ofa papa ne die no mu no pagya we ni bi si cupboard ne so. E de ma no no de toa ne die no. E de press sa.
Enye na akura na hu se maame ne ye bibi saa.
Well, yenina ya anti ase.
And I said, be a coincidence. Bibi ne ka na kuma. Hey, some wonders shall never see. What?
Oh yes, yes. Sister, ni di aduane no. Me say sister, you didn't go to hospital. You see the panso mo twitwa. Ne so no. Obeka si blade na assistant.
Holy cow.
Assistant. Na yɛde sister ikɔ hospital yɛsɛ yɛmfa ne nkɔ psychiatric yɛde ne kɔ police station yɛsɛ yɛmfa ne nkɔ psychiatric na ɔmo susu si biribi mu na anadwen instead of this act no afei yɛbisa ne saa dan a ɔse papa no efiri so ba afie hɔ no na ɔno no tu obi nkyɛn as a child na nipa na ɔte ne nkyɛn de bia no na papa no ɛne ne da papa no for send ma ne de ti ono ne efiri ne kwala bremi ne on pe me ma sem to I na just be ma bia be pa na kwan mu or be revenge on you.
Now not so we hear so about psychiatric ward because na dwen na I say because na say obi aye obone a adenti na be fra mema nyina because mema nyina enye the same sonko
so what we say yeah to me ya bia ni ya kan general so
no correct
so that you say oh emma dinu eti say but obi best start so kasa and the man what to say and the man why say
sadly it's a turn off for me because it is say won't mean general I say everything because emma ye nyina ye suba enyepe emma nyina suba enyepe. And as when the bema ba ko anasa miensa afwa normal do boni and no just a meme in asa no motie. I mean it is a sad dysfunctionalness, no, it goes all around. Sometimes they will be all crumple or share yeah. Because okay, that's fine. But you movie no sister. The aquas one Abrabo Mu Nsem or con present or coswani in ego. And it is any panel. As a or no the baby so no to the baby home because woman what can be actually and you gave them all the filler into who person here then
yes
usubanya kro beka so usubanya because what can't say see but who can one can one side or who can the other person there's always two sides to a story but yeah but we always report one side
yes so yes so enti beka this sister copy psychiatric you kwa ni ye cheni no ho omo ya fed up no omo jana na fi obetina ekwa ho na woni ma de oye anajo te bridge ase o dem e twema na otata no kitaba oba e twemu dia na ohwe no kodi so sani manema we say ni na also e woni pedi so Abrabo Mu e be things say obi beka say o me sano but so what me sana is the best thing. It's the best thing one can something we can say we are free because said yeah if you ubenya juice kura no man I just say Christmas ubenya chicken area I just say Christmas
na me sister kra Christmas no kra nka menya chicken na kra pank meda nya nkopon ase ne nan kra mpo no menya bi ne nan so na bi amenya kakrawe because na ye wo kumase no na ye didi ourselves ye mayen yan kwede me ba oda no na me ne me cousins mienu ne didi bom omo trauma na omo twa no me na me nim trauma twa me feel say me twa ebe hia me enti me twa me de nkete enti me nana ma me nua me ma me e ma me nua bi ana ho no otimi ya o say adwoa adan na we say sa e se utwa trauma de twa ne kase ehia me so na me suro se be hia me enti no anadwo bia na meme because omo no ebi o betwa mienu miensa na aduane na sa enti no yeah I come with me rough yeah
amone mene anka wo sister na woni ni didi o there's a say we try be memeli dija no awu ni onu yo ko
na so omo de omo ni omo cousin didi do they care for them? No. I mean, it's like the worst thing is and my awful crank common send sika and they were sending money. It got to a point now. Afibia was not me looking for a semi mammy, ebe sending and yoma into the new man eba. Not me of about the acosini them, se met me and yata didn't be a charger me sorry. Now on one minya 13 yeah, about when I'm 10 and a half. Minya 13. Me call that secondary school no buy me first time I'm a call buy no. I refuse to go to the farm. I refuse to wait till Sunday and Sunday minya entadi amami ato free abrochi aba na egu adaka mu anwe ne se. Me am call them honum ko yi entadi ani bi ntie no na me hye. So obi buy a fie honum na so obi anka ncho se nkora Oma wonfu wa abrochi asesa wunyi ni da oma na omete bro no so hono na no munim si ya wonfu wa abrochi ba obi a ya wonfu wa abrochi no ye hu nuoma kra time esin obi a ne bibi eni abrochi enti ni maame na oma ye look decent because no de enu bronya na me wofanum bi na me nu omote no na ebi wa akra nti omo de asam nko ba oma na me nu omote wodan kromu ho no enu afi eno maka say jibronya atade jibronya mpaboa jibronya drosso jibronya way nothing everything was coming from my parents. They bought me nothing. My sisters, brothers, nothing. No correct.
Any news to me. What I say, me mama the material about the material the package.
Yeah.
You become because baby after any prayer no more person sending a picture akoma yedi atade abre bim no atade bia mama na be fi na kuma mu de beba no nim se de etibim it na ayi to ane e dia mo no mumu ma no
some sister
sana no mu ye iti no me so me mama na ni ye den pa se me kaka send your money out for
but that says contact with them. This was our situation. Me want for back no yeah post office. And he said, "What let me send me na minim because me free school ba ade another bi o kan say wo ma me no papa say you hu sua de o ma tro enti o say aya tro no na I almost say tron intimacy me try me Jimmy na me the letter na breno so no yeah adwuma post office o kiteska obe meli enti say me ya me the brenna say no ate anu akan me because now I was saying everything that was happening with us enti no onu bie su no yeah wo meli nko me be true US ya say no me ma me letters I was trouble me sister through Isaiah of anu letter bi obetro bia no discussion ma me nsa nka dama me nsa nka dama me ma me save all the me buy letters pa because say I got to a point is say I thought say like my wufu enti no omode yaba baby for us to suffer enti yeah enti me sister Penny de me ginachi no nyame ncha de hwe nyankopon kwan ofa so ehira ne ma o me sister to say bra me sister koshia no ka so be ware me sister metene so an ma sorry sister ono na me ko school a me chobos wo be hu milk provisions wo ma na ye me sister kun a say one nete o ma ware for over 30 years. Wow. Ono na in the milk no menya milk because na me ko school a me sister no opama de enti no to say be me uniform or material minya material no apama mame so ho enti no to say na me the co school to say me check no na yi nyina me sister panyin ne pam ma me any me uniform ha baby Ain't hey, thank you, honey. Hey, yes, good job, sweetheart. And then the wabas wakasa. Ain't no to say, Mrs. Kun and a name, mammy yam milk. Oh, me troubles, nana, Mrs. On one and no cotton. A monk condom nin your friend is saying a namun poo way oh amane na no the ayeshi to amame Mrs. Ayeshi to pa no ayeshi to amame because tika wa here me di koto bi nti Mrs. Apanyi na ayeshi to mame nti me kwa school a Gary shito and Mrs. Kun be mu no ono to milk kakra mame na me de ko nti no first I know Mrs. Kun emma ne life mu no na shito a Mrs. Ayema me ne Gary me yes soaking some media without milk na nya kitu nti me ba krom ha kra me nyim me 13-year-old no ahmachi na me di Gary ba me di na me di a me me 2 can milk ba ko na me di ni nyina hu Gary no without ensure me I'm catching up nti aya me kun ka se me kun ti me ka se na wo ba wonyim na Gary me wo 13-year-old sister wo na what you say chubby just what the necasia by so ain't you know to say in some instances not Mrs. Nya will be a sonimu no or by warino not say me mammy falia my sister some who say mammy fale my yina near ba sassy canning mebium wouldn't him so more mubino farm ebe chan tro say be my Mrs. Warino no on family system ko baby just say and some family system kun which is the opposite because go ni say nka ma me fale ma me sister panyin na won ma na just say what nipa na emi so me chi ba boy ne ba first na aka ba say 6 months na ma ba no sister come and see krokro akrokro hey and ya krokro me sa ni chofi me so pipe chofi ni me wi chofi die ni wonom de ni hey omo krokro me kama no mu nim se bibia ma hyehye me ba na me betwe akonya tena me maame ho enti me maame first question obi sa me say me sister kun say ni say na am say mami me sister kun me tene so an ma sorry me sister kun ye nipa o ye nipa mu nipa enti ya na me maame ne papa omo ye say hey nipa dasani you see oh esa say omani brinti no they trying to ruin me sister kun and then omo worry over 30 years omo dono is still going enti aniwo bone omo ni wu bi because Mrs. Amon so buy and omo who say you because me dem ba me be kan ni sister poo
and your sister pro the end menya so do be dia bro we accept
I Abrabo dear he's one of the kind because it is any and it says to bind no we you nipa bi a wo penipa and then mo bro woni mu and it is say ansa kra na me worry me kun me mu fi omo they own their own house. I was renting the basement, right? Me rented basement ni tua kan so na me tena me sister ni kun honum over 7 years 8 years kra. There wasn't a day omo ka say me tua rent and I say me nkota de edru na che say me kwa bonti ana me ama kodi dwaba because me discover me sister was wonye and na me sister kun so kra de me ntimi mfa nko honum because I me ko ba say adua edi asem na aka and you know oma anyi me kobo my sister kun he didn't look at me inappropriately. He has such respect for me. I have such respect for him like because my sister kun dey me hu bi wo wi ase he is such a good man and yes you be your papa no way na ye and my sister kun dey from Ghana to here no me boni din pasa because so be your papa na boni din boni you cursing yourself enti no me ofa no mu binum na adwen boni wo mutim no they try to ruin my sister for some sister penny beka Ghana but nyame ncha de nyame nso ama na amasa because time and message travel to over the sea be to America no na me maame afale awie enti no there is no going back and yes I dey anka the almost changing in shebre just like that because of a nibre bunny and ya dream bunny
sister, I knew.
It's very bad. Very bad. You come for Subaya, you
bitterness, they say you mono, ye so bitter, ye jealous, so real much musepedia. Why you bitter? I jealous, no, why you same.
Oh, yeah, this one was bitter. Misika wedding, you know, me buy me bruni me. Ah, me ma because sister, Obia me was school. Now, some of my men so not throw me. I me want funny directing. Say, I or the first school I will be befriend to on fan so. Now we tell them ma make throw me this cash mu breme. Now we no na the other bro a monthly news one cent dear no aka ho any brave one ben. Ah.
You surprise us where is connected different or follow the phone supreme.
There be the what kind of say woman where you mammy actual or see or be sassing your who city or nene o papa says you who see and dear. Me so nay made the drew baby, you know. I thought said my mom did not care because my lot to be a metro I didn't receive any response back. Not knowing you said this man was keeping them, he was even ripping them off and throwing them away.
Oh well, yeah. I'm obey, yeah, time and all. Yeah, not telephone, so back. He asked for it,
oh, yeah, I'm ready. Not telephone, be anyone on what me after Mrs. Tapenny Crampono. She didn't have a way, say, obey to me, so you will need yeah, my number say no better. Just say, almost isolate any type of communication. And you know, our parents were not talking to us because I'm Papa Bagana 85, 86 muhonom. Me Papa Bagana 85, 86 muhonom no. My me uncles, me of Anoma and no motino. They allow me to go visit me Papa because near you old town and I'm Papa. I'm Papa feel New Town. And you know, like mommy share and tadi ame mame dia bano nani me mpabo ame mame de bre me many ebi nyina we ato so ana shine shine and your mame dressy o mame tisim se me come papa ho no nti nti me papa ba ye no na say the way you send your money ye nom ne my dress tena fie no ye hihya abrochire tade de tena fie. Meanwhile, na yenya saadi no yenya saa konya no enum ne ade because me papa bantino omo person like it's like pretense for you to like say and I won't console ye ma we ye ma wo rehearsal asama wo kwa yes I will come so yeah because because you better remind you say o papa obeko or when you in a TV has it. And you have to behave yourself, most certainly. And you know to say nipa be nipa wanting to the same, but even with all that, and this happened within 5.5 years. That was the worst time of my life. But at the end, sis, I have not allowed that to define me. That's why I don't understand. Say I know. Say some of us are traumatized to the point without counseling, we can never get back what we have lost, right? Or even close to it. But at the same time, why inflict it on other people or continue to live that kind of life? Because you're not going to be happy. To say, someone everything stamp on us. And to say, "What? What to one? Why are you doing some penny half one? Young fancy to me for now, and there be one way. How is someone supposed to live with you? A better than any penny watching. So, when you see by what's it the extra one on the ones who I won't see and be there? And you know, like,
on farm kwa school na some more kindness on the papa for now school.
Oh my God.
Or no because I'm from nursery to secondary school. On farm say school.
Can you imagine? I mean to say
Papa no nti abotro na papa tie kurase. So no about the for 41 years. So
the same way. Oh my gosh, that would be. Listen,
41.
sister,
41.
I cannot be married to a one-track mind man because me so I'm a open-minded person now. Anka your friend is saying me call it because it is like you can't deal with someone who is so rigid about their way and no way. How can I even compromise with you? There's not going to be any compromising.
And the appreciate him. Just say you don't understand this. They see women to be an asset. Just say, oh my
an object.
But I hope see one day you will be no. And you okay? So with this, you be into no kindness. Hate Me now coming. Me do juma ure feed that who would name me on young for the visa.
Some people are so proud. Elvina, no more cover. Some people are so proud.
Me mammy any say you can't asem no ha. Now for me mammy no mammy extrovert.
I know I am for the brain panel. One person we are introvert, but it's a mean to me fast. Someone say me kind of it's not like me fast. Someone say me, but it says if it's something personal, you haven't told me say may share. I'm not gonna share. But a general, you know, doing some hooning. Oh no. Maintenance. If I have to confront you, I'll confront you. Not in the physical threatening way. I will do it in a productive way. And then because once growing up, because me na me pento papa, me de me talk of free Kumase Bawoda. It is say Oma no table no so say Oma who say new girl in town to know Omu be bully me. No money say me no me mafia class one no. Me ni me matijna and yes mo me se boy ni be madam for by force me ye called sense you we bulemu a wono abọ me bucket free me tiri mu ama me nsuo na afie egu na me se enye nyine na me ka chen se nyina ye sa kwa bula na akoto nsuo na me nsu me bo ne de to kone na ono ni bu afu na me se bra me ne de tentam ye na me se me cousin bi mo omo ba be so mi mu omo so mi mu na me wo me nice o mu nya me na me nkoko hwe ga no hu se me nye easy se me free Kumasi abentofo se many emre or by purpose because Bronson Honey, I know BS no, I'm saying, or by madam for by force. Because in you'll be an title or bar. No correct. And no crack can exist or bar success was a whole title. Oh my God, it is amazing, like some of the things, but since I'm to say. Yeah, can be idea, but to say, to say nipa bebre, you can save everyone, but to say, and to say, in so many ways, you know, because free baby no do baby and you have shared said to say you used to be certain way, but to say no, where's you or don't where's you maybe. And to say, and you maybe sense I bet media to ja or be our no struggle with a change, and I say or struggle just say, hey, dear man, say, obey your maybe or the bay any man, or the bit me to ja to say, or be bit me a febby iron and wedgema, because I am not home say a man will be, yen will be to say, our real relationship mu, or my bushing for an answer of 4 binum chese. Ni or doba who muna say so much suffering. Why? Since me pa your friend is say you usha things who manaka because ye move me for instance
se meni obi kura ako na maka say o enye hwe min like obi aye me meka say o enye hwe min ka hwe nteni pa akono na ma ba fie din no me ba fie a ade a yede be ni obi no ho ana wo wantimi wo ho enti obi ka wo wantimi anka ni wo na mten wa ba no ba be yede obi
oh me ama wo feel stupid
yes enti me wo we so na can be a BBC now be sami asam the party master piece
sana na me here oh boy
yes and you say the panashi you nemo mi ko bia bia ka chem se ma muru ni pani no na ye me asa me buru ni pani enti me when it I can walk away na so no me na me so say ye be ka chem me see o we weak and now we say enti so ye obi tie ye nwure ya bibi any hono mu a yentumi nsesa allow yourself now relearn science biem ye wonyama bebre wo ho a ye disua de ebi wo sinimu ebi wo educative program sister wo do e program ito ebi wo program ahoro bebre so a obetimi akwa bi say obi ye obi bi a emua ka tasi ye din fansuo dina wanum the best fansuo dina wanum because enkwada ya me can be neighbors ya no motive here or sister who need be nice to say I don't say anything
simple
yes asemna wo bekano the who can a top aye to me sesano dem na dem a opesa asebni dino entimi nkodi mi ya unto e bi ti se wo kan ebre obi sunsun ase demotivate obi from there all ye be assembly e be can every day be an nipa bi tun ma de intimacy say so be tie na say ya ye ni bibi fini kwala abrem say bia ya bruno ya multitude no na so no so channel be so person bringing in kwala up and that's say baby obe finding itself among people beyond. Oh, said the idea in the back, no. Obianka say that it's never sweet. It has never been humiliating, embarrassing. But the woman to me, I say, so when you know, painting answers from that hatred, no, Amanama may love. The next 100 years and the years to come, no, and that was so. Why? Because obvious me and you know say or best say ya na ye di egun crofo no e bia me just start do a program so I make say ma me bia me make a chance me science so me ho ma da na dia le me yo ka che me saka ka drum se me to ne ho ye di wan e sanye ma ne ma ni nyina no emwa so ya wa ono ni ko mu no o kire me se no so yo okay se me so because I only enti no who wo tie anwure yesese the obey via my kindness any kind fabotre shia ya find it too then so any late as so be shia say you will love yourself you allow yourself to be loved now we yes aso a utimi yes a obey say you will learn to how to praise people how ma we miriwam any anu kwa shakadi awase no kwa shitira waye when you purchase say eya wo de se wo mia no so asiesie no ho na wo de opani akoma pa beka si o minia wo aye fe e free wa kuma mu enye se wo beka asiri wo wenim no wamu na wo to said eye no wo siri wo na nim so no wamu na wo ne to enti ye genuine be real because we yes I obi o which dey be any so nipa way or ya or nipa way or ye fake or nipa way or ye hwehwe ani mu or nipa way or ya ye hunu so what you say we count one sem boni wetiri enti no be ma wo kwan ni ado now we odo no mo spread na dey be asema me kan say it's okay not to be okay say obi be ka che o what say why you say now dey obi akan one can if obi kan one can be anya hwe for ni die mani pa dronipa respect na respect others ma obi opinion value obi opinion when you obi anya tem didie ye for any odo any opepa and Trevias and Yenisa, ye generation be to come, no better me as she has man. Eddie a call menu. Now, some go for your sister, yourself be a qualabri, and no be friend or bapa, and no be friend or sickly billy, and in the brain, almost the act to me. And so, maybe not coming, you'll be asked out. And woman, the boat, your mammy, sick and no mamma, you be and
the table has turned. Yeah.
Yes. Missy, I can't answer. Okay, I'm the deposit. The table will turn, and the table has turned.
No,
and I'm and that's and also from media racing. But the dead partner said, and you portray the other side, and the other side. It should be loud, it should be kindness, because the idea, the idea I am in Guam. Means so many baby and Kuala and Nassing.
Oh, sister.
And so into identity that means a good generational pain. No, money may love colleagues, no partners, no money or mukuno. Anybody or one say, no, say I am a senior, my messenger will say, yes, my pathetic. No, so I could walk where Brunei, I don't know, pass a beer or the Brunei.
Oh, yeah. Breaking the cycle. You break the cycle.
Yes, exactly. Why didn't I say Emco? And the other Kodia, yes, no Ghana, yet the Yawa saying, else so near late, and near late, we can really change everything. Nebema or do at the animal kind.
Although the Wunyando, don't you see Ed and Casa and Casa. Now, Doma, we have to love ourselves.
No, I don't feel so. They say, and you put on a dorsal.
Serious matter.
One will say, we have to say, be wouldn't. We have to say, Sanya Maniman, and a descent, bringing in our banu. Into Peso being so every day. A baby in the castle or no so there. Why are they? That be a wrong. A wrong. As to see it to me, allow you. Near Sanya Money in it, me free. Only be a competition. Only be a competition. Say, I go to our program for Faith. Or be soccer camera being sitting in check. No, some go the same story. More be as you would be a song or only back on the other. Is you and you alone because your program is productive. And can be any type of so and it is say more programs.
So quality is more important than quantity. I mean, it's not like when you doing things now. I mean, to see a promo for it seems like negativity. I mean, overall, no negativity attracts. Positivity is very difficult because in any depending on a team withstanding expectation. Because to be positive, it's a lot of work. And son, I was battling with my own demons. Like it gets to a point in where I say, now me cross and nipa di me boni. I didn't know papa. I shouldn't have to do that. But it said, men will be there. Why I was so now so me nipa boni and also you don't do stuff to hurt other people because we get it good or bad. It comes back to us at some point in our lives. And I just see say on say idea you promo for be brave pay pa. But then kind you yet to me solve problems and can you come any problems. Into ye be brave so years and years. Ne isa in some who and nipa be dear. Still, baby at Tiani to obi to me who yansen can say enough is enough.
Why do you want to do that?
But this is our requirement. This was some. Right? Say you didn't come out. We having a constructive conversation, right?
Of course.
Now my funny say what can some and I say me can some the man can ye, right? Yeah, because I have the opportunity to say maybe some question because if you are sending as some work your intention is not to insult me and I said to disrespect me in any way. Who can in such a it is a mentia. The next thing coming from me say mebusa question say, hey, sister, was some I walk ye dear, and one of them I shall antias you, with me at church and crack. Na me nyame want to say, but say, me shall say, me yawa. What is the purpose of it? Ubet me a free a ye so because you don't have to listen to me. And obi anyone no ma or one yansa. Our betina one of my video obi atna se for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Yes, any panel. That's how any panel say what now what you want to wedge me. You are so stupid. You are an idiot. No idiot person will sit there and listen to someone insult them. And he said, "Oh, can't so much will be said, so be maybe now you saying it in the air. On social media, you'll be famous and people will encourage you to continue. But nipa na will sending this information. It's not so no nyansa so same no. O metina ho no montie say nipa so masi enye me na mentina sinti. Enti no when maybe and a nipa be sua productively because effective communication ya de bia even abroad no peace talk no ne ade no eno na ama enu enkoso aba say peace talk ni wono ma anka enkuro bebre nko omoko so enti no to say can you imagine because Ghana ye doso ye wa busuafo ho egu won so na busuafo nyina e wo abroad so but to say at the same time ukuro mu ye ukuro enti ukuro mu nko yi a ekwa edie na wo ankasa na wotu o me adu odo ya mete ase ameka say edie na me ya aboa me man say me taking any action. I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking at some people and listening to people, not the ones insulting. Because I think that when you feed into it, and then I will can't send you sister a boss lady a program. So as someone may kind and say yan you know ye near pay a normal 2 year. Yenya krampo na ya sesa yesua nneoma bi na say ye mu ye kwaye nim ye besa atwe aba because obi enkofo bi beba akwaye nneoma bi a ye beba abeka na asa atwe aba na ye say we are still feeding into that toxic unhealthy situation. We have to remove ourselves from a toxic and unhealthy relationships and marriages, friendship and stuff because me busa me kun assembly and we me busa ne say mefa ne say obi abetna social media ye empanyifo anase oye ne ho kafo anase oye nadamfo bi anase oye nipa bi a right now what one ma wo tie saa ye no na ubefua anase ubekwa against no. What makes you? When is any panel or panel who is sick?
Difference baby womb. Difference.
I'm telling you, because people are sharing those type of videos, right? People are encouraging. Like, I mean, to say me when is any panel, mumi enu sunku and womu ne saying.
And this saying.
So, and sometimes I just don't quite get it. Sometimes me feel like grandpa say me mean free your chrome because send your margin is totally opposite from so many other people. Maybe I'm more taking psychology, maybe I'm margin for akatra. So it's not gonna be the same. But at the same time, some people make us maybe munya entiasiema maybe because and some American, I mean, to say to me, I say I insult people. But at the end of the day, what did I accomplish? Nothing. You back to square one. We will be not ayeding. Now we say nipa na mo be na wo wetu. Wo anamo be na wetu. Enti ye will never get anybody their needs. But to say no na ye move a I adapted because yes, say obedience and who ano aye no we na problem ne be solve but problem no that's what you want to no and no kire wo nyansafo a ɛwɔ yɛ man nim ɛna nyansafo a ɛwɔ akwantuo mu. That's all I can say.
Omo hard na wonim sa won say ha say no abrofo no bi no say bi a omo a edida benefit so ne ade. One will say obroni or take emotions really seriously.
Oh, most definitely, because it me many pakuno it me many pedi boni ekun na dofo no mu bi. Enti no to say they take it seriously, but you call me we don't take it seriously. Enti na make us say your mental health or issues for her, but obi or her no ma they don't have any mental issue. But what to say? I see mental illness for her no one yare ko be yare by force.
Yes.
No correct.
Yeah. Obroni. So last time bina. Girl, Benny boy, be almost in a baby or more reaction from you. And again, I say, a bread to back and why are you and or you and boy, and you fool ye. And not say you are ugly, okay, can't say my person may repeat.
Wow.
Yeah, this I see a soul. Yeah, this I see a soul. So, no, besides, so what time should I pick you up? Yeah, it's 8 p.m.
What?
Me try my sister. Me kuma bo me say team. Afi me ko to ho. That mean to me. Me ko to ho.
Oh my God, that is so horrible.
That's how bad the almost for emotions. So
that's appalling. I mean, that's just horrible. Why?
Yes. Or you can't say somebody that I don't know. Oh, okay. I think I saw what they depend on who no or no na no ya no protect no. And come back and pick it up for 8 p.m.
That's the beginning. That's going to be a beginning of an abusive relationship.
Exactly.
As simple as that.
Exactly. But so I show and no see 8 p.m. young fan and go and no more. Na and Ghana ni ba so no. Who can we Ghana ni ba what take Ghana? And you will be idea, but a bit more. So, West ya or bow what me, I'm not disrespecting them, but so baby to let her be a possible or baby to Nima. I know baby to Kanesiho. Now, Ukaka so, and I would see what time would see why I say, come better men pick her up, or be she doing so.
As simple as that, because that's disrespectful.
Exactly.
Ah.
Physically and emotionally aggressive. And you're rebellious also. So the only thing that makes me attend here is love.
So, mommy or dad, you will get all the love you need.
Yes. And today we are coming see a queer Rebecca. Wait a minute, Papa, and it's when you see Atina or basic men.
Why are they?
I can say no, my better why dear Papa because a
Yamishano on to Linkamunso. Ah,
and yes, sir. Ain't no I can be dear no why you used to. And the only thing I'll bet me the other is oh, Nana, now there was some funny to know the ending 7 go. And I'm never look for so. Obi a wono no wogina hona ya wo obi sekan wogina hona ya say eni pa akwa kwantuo mu e a omo be chire omo nyina wogina hon foreign squad nyina so what ho asem bi e pa ni chiro omo so oni akwa ko.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
On sure be how on sure she obi afo on sure sekan yo obi afo sure sekan it is what one has to see. What the active here? Anyone on bed for little, maybe no one found Casa from Ocasa Vienna, Casa, Ubay. So, said you walk. I saw that Yaka, my tears into your full says, or Bonnie Moses now. Who can be no wood did not tell my Uka Yakan what Yatuno. Once I said, and I make us all my benefits. Yeah, how it's to be fair to say, meaning said you have a more friend, but he high affair like cancel. So, cancel. Oh, hello. you are speaking to Carol. How can I help? Hey, my name is who? This. And when I went to my country, Sikani and Chiantu, what couple of fun and only
well, like over here, normal kind of like unemployment, you know, to say, my own set accounts be, you know, every weekly, you choose to get it on a weekly basis or bi-weekly or on a monthly basis. And you know, friend number now, you don't even talk to people. The only time you talk to people and they say, yeah, something is not going right, and then you need to talk to somebody and then reapply. But when the machine a direct to you be, you know, they say, oh, number be a SAR number no identify yourself with your last 4 social security. Into no one say you won't will fair for that. Because they instruct you not to give your information to other people to say only bar they expecting it to be you. And you know to say we are not about to mama. You know to say like I think say every country is different, but wouldn't mean for free will be you have to. I mean, yeah, one more fra they have an attitude. Yeah, one more fra they are emotional because that's what they depend on. And without it, you know, it means he said that week, you know, they're not gonna eat. I mean, to say nobody wants anybody to go hungry, right? But sometimes, you know, if you move on kind of credit, some won't be no. What was sad in sister, it is every 3 months to 6 months, piano. Who was said, yes, say, Uber Fred, a phone machine and the back so move questions are what typing information, that's it. Mammy, Nimu person says, I didn't yes away. Why, no one time before no mutuemu, and I mean, in the year, no, metina phone so one day, almost 5 hours, just to get to talk to somebody. Wow. Meduma meti phone so me the phone to speaker and I'm the phone chain na me ye aduma because minti na phone so sa me nya hwe. Enti time will be fire and sun and me pause so de me ye ne nakasa. And oma san de ato mama. Can you believe said the next a year yes or renew no wasama na twam. And oma san cancel. After the way I know a friend me oh I say ni say na me ye na me so okay. So reapply and oh yeah bibia. Actually na me find out say ne ba boy na oya me nene ye adwuma me ye ne care manager.
Okay.
Actually information de brem no ne mama mienu wonso mama mienu no enya me case ni omo. Enti che say no fa ne ba be ma ne so. Why the abedi inse so obedi ampesie no odi ampesie ni jollof ni wache ni fufuo nyina chese me na odi me maye na ayi enti me fra ne ka che ne se eba se ne ba be ma no e na ohia bibi sa eno de obetimi afrem ne maboa no ba ne mama ni mienu no enye mesede enye madwuma because omo no enye omo na ya sign o mama me. Enti because of sana me catch me friend no on phone and I'm so and answer me friend a providers and magic information and matro note no say me need provide because won't me may use me kwasi using sa eno ye wasem why ye bi ne atwam wo friend no o se o friend and almost say ehia so be friend oboa wan friend ni refi aya omo fu si ye mu bi agimi o. Enti no to say like I think say ebi mu wo ho no ma sani o ma dwentie no to say nipa bi nya obi a opese o use nipa no wonim say o ma no because o ma ni me enu no krampo no eni kwa say odi o social security brem because enya eyi me eyi ni o.
Exactly.
O sani ma yi say o metimi de eyi abro from school am say nkan mo na me say me ntimi mfre because me frɛ krampo na enye me na I'm not assigned to them. To me, they free mommy a minimum. I'm not assigned to them. Ubabe man na me my said yes me na mama de omu free hin on beka ho.
Oh boy.
Omu ni petuntum for send ye mu bitie. Brony, yes, in some but nipetuntum. Wonya bibia or person taking all the way because of who see a movie agiminti. Now, one I was say obey free because say me fret a office bia na many omo kasaba ne babe mana me tro ho a note near tria because me ye adwuma. Eti wo ma me enu no minti mi enyo mo ho adwuma me kwa ye ntua meka na adenko anka ma jimi kura mako akora aka ho enti sister
ebi no use in emotional blackmailing no had may be a work you and my bro no can happen no oh Mr. Smith go back online if you feel it to work but the part of economy rebellious so as of and so maybe people no need to say who can any so they are the beginning to obey oh wow
no crap
young fella bring so who be who says so my made the only be a sin 10 or yeah they not be or the next number be that for any so my minute to meet tree and you no yeah the oil
oh yeah that's the one say it
Debbie, it's Ghana. Yeah, you use society and it is also dead now. You went the at mammy at one can. Some mammy for the papa for no meeting case cry. Said the respect your home, not respect at this. It's in any attempt, dear. Says someone to mean concern papa. No, catch your penny when you simply because or what time says would be the as someone want to bring cancer in me back. No, catch them again. I didn't of course, what you have bright price. And you might be brave, also away society. It needs changing. And in all my fix your attitude. Anyway, I think so. Where they have fixed the whole bill. You have fixed the whole bill.
But since I'm real, what makes a country?
Also, what makes a country?
Yeah, and you the people within.
Exactly.
Okay.
And one will be one for you.
Yeah, some more. Me, we are about to say, I said, you be more can answer. Yeah, your movie can say the system is not working, right? And then to say, you'll be quiet, your master, and I said, system, they shall see a work here. Again, you're very selective. If I can say, oh, you're here, need or yes, but
you what's it 400 now? You're charging the media. Oh, yeah, 400 into all patch. I mean, the actually says, so no patch, I mean, the actual. Oh, my normal so I say, I know we are almost a sound and almost a bay over there.
Then almost say, some almost part on your job because it is to have something to make something work, right? You have to start somewhere to get somewhere. And it is say will be here in some and in some fata. Now your movie advocate, he say, oh, okay, well, you're hearing, because we are hearing, you should have a brain. Your brain should function fine as much as you can. And sometimes we victimize ourselves, like she's doing something, but at the same time to say, seriously, because there be otikura woye in sister sebi nyame mpen ka bi tifaswa ebetimi adwurama kumu nyina enti na
enti nka fe na nkode kwankuru anu so ba besi ho ni waye nkwan no so wo side
aso aye nkwan no wo fie na odi abenti no to say no there should be a exception
and that after we make space no watch na mo wo
oh yeah. Now say we become comfortable with what we practice. To say, I mean, people within a nation makes the country. To say like Nipane woman, say if most of them are ratting now, then we're not going anywhere. We have a long way to go. Yeah, man. Problems a woman does. Because on every level there is a problem. And then you have people who encourages it, who enables it, who gives excuses, reasons, and blame other people. Because what? Nobody's gonna fix me. If I don't fix myself, nobody's gonna fix me. obi antimi nka nkyerɛ me de menyɛ de me pɛ na meyɛ but it says ugu mra na say ukwadam this I don't understand a social service yeah juma with one of the ladies now exposed to the muchre or ban for petition I'm not saying there has to be an example set somewhere with Hiani and Sikeni. I don't care the level of the person. We shouldn't be selective. And he said, we need to get away from saying, say, no, say no. As of right now, what do you want happening? Some sister, let me go off for crampo because in send you all crowd who can't crampo because you're going to waste your energy for nothing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so send your sister at Tobraka,
yeah, all the time.
So you'll be now 1 year, who something for the to do from me no function you where the other one with the liquid made it on 1 or 2
the same people the same people acting to fix things. No one's breaking the rules. Please tell me something I don't know. And sometimes it's just you can win no matter what you do until I'm for be our bet me a country in the
Exactly. Yeah, you sis. Try down on America, say, hey, you bet me, I just see a constructive free. To say,
yeah. Nanum she my a drew me ne one so see and see be at twasso. And I know I asked some.
Yes, baby, I do some baby at twasso. Baby, I agree. And one year also or find a border free if you are not here to Babante. Nini Naya, some year can it be now my inflate 1 year so.
Yeah.
Generation the about the since would pioneer my border so share with swimming.
Oh, well, they're not being held accountable, sister. Obi and can who we see about me, I mean, it's like sometimes, and you maybe will have no matter okay. I mean, the people speaking about it, and you maybe will have my buying put in place. It's understandable, but citizens, we are our own governor. And to say, you move bring to me, and get along. Yen see moi Emma and maybe because one time that's almost 5 years ago, me video be on Facebook. Video no a foreigner be no call Ghana. And no quarter on church and answer what so I don't quite remember exactly what he ate. But we what told the remaining eto from Nana Ghana ni be maybe dineki or ma kwane nante ya for some time and I saw camera see so and on ma kwane sign a chief baby I went no call all the way back eko peja enwura na wo de to from no hono e ka chen se won me ma ye man so e me ye hono efin wo ye fari no Ghana ni e ma ne nante o Ankwado to obet me aka chen se won me ba wo hwe ya ma ne ko ya kodu baby no san ma ne san na chi e record ma ne ko file ba ne yonku Ghana ni eye sa de ne to ho no ma obetwa makọ he will never say nothing. Enti me hwe video no wie na am say this is something now it should be all across board because it's a foreigner you kromuni ya say they need to do the same thing. But if you send power, yes, I debate to one, send obey the same thing. They will never do that. And to say, man, yet BBC and farmer to social media say you doing your citizen, say, you come Ghana need a Kawon country, over found because we are full so or can obey an into no. Enti no sa hypocrisy no ne ade no. So many hypocrites. So enti no to say sometimes no ade bi wo ho no mkrampo na wo ye na wo hwe ne nipa bi ye no krampo etan krampo ba akoso ano.
Oh, sa.
Emwa. Yeah, until say nipa bebree be your margin so okay ye pay man ye no na say ni say na ese me ye ma famu bi. We all have responsibilities. So
Yes,
if you don't do your part now, and say ubi bi ko repu obi a na wo sika nti no ukotria ayi sergeant sika na sergeant ne nso ne sa so no ne nsa wa no waje no no de ehwe na busuafo na omo nyoma adwuma yie na ye de be show obi foforo de a ene se ne oma ne tie no sa na be koso nothing is going to change.
When you say I get back so maybe when they say what anka SSA omuma education ni doors and say unnecessary programs or only you TV so no one will say yeah mu bi no me say me go school go do university outside me who say God bless our homeland Ghana baby I will do law say oppressors rule no maybe me one private school in six oppressors rule for secondary school
And so now what you are say
Wuni ansana na mete ya asiye say eye oppressors rule wow enti no enioma ni bi no since so much say one will say to say bia akwada ya starting trend na dey okay and yes why am mass ni amaki ama why English ni amaki ama but in the community no saying as akwada na oye mass and English na so behave so well, it's like they are passing by into me, so the baby I made for the man penny for the say, and go my education in you because yes, I have more than
yeah,
no, yeah, maybe go school, no primary school, no, they do last Saturday be our school, you go cleaning a government hospital, you see, Encrophobia. Into your control, your pursuit, you say every Saturday be a school be our day or so empty company for emphasize many more say well man and your politicians necessary proper man them out because of the more honor said you can see a change of mindset into the more new room no one needs to say and my time now it's an opera bedroom.
Yeah, na say tankers for mo here because me ka say me shano na tankers e wo oda enti no te say busumi na watchu me enu to busumi bia na omo besen e ba na te say wa bola we de besisi baby basa no no ma atro ticket ama no akotia no ne ade but the true baby a omo yes adwuma no omo sha ase e fa sika ne bu omo botom. This is so much better baby on Boconin. I think gradually, it stop. Bibia, a papa bia will put it in place, will be or does any better one for my bride. And answer the year, or the rest saying, to say Nipane go money, they bray and almost sell mine. Because it is said,
and Kayan church the woman say, oh, your mind bar. Apart from mass and English now teacher Mark when we Apra udi dopona and fan to form. Uri biscuit and fan to form fat container we. I can quadana promise you no my pay of professor obey. But only the assessor we told we are no my that why can it be?
Yes, Ghana baby or he be son wire on the promo honum. The cleanest a place in Ghana. And he said, Sa crone to me, yes, sir. A DNS stop it other crone say, almost to be yes, what the idea to opera, a cracket to a crane who yan sacatro say. I had in fact a ball and toy. But majority chrome and crank chrome, the capital of Ghana, no, a fear or crampo sing. Obi Tupaya, the first place I won't a yakra in Crankroom. Sometimes I just don't quite understand here before we break why is there so much dirt? Tisa Uban New Yorker. mostly bronze or some places, no, like you almost friend of ghetto places, and I say, sisters, I will call on no more power, you would throw up. So many people don't even like say, well, because we recording the other two social media to say you put work from essay. Oh, ain't you know to say obi wo wa broche na or twa baby a look come anom ne ade a, like, believe me, because I'm a ba broche ade chin me bisa ma me say na broche baby a enra ye fa ye na we hefa ade sana hefe ade chi na kofa yi kromu pa na hu obi eden nim ni neighborhoods bi to say section 8 but more aban bo mo nom ne ade brono so bi wo ho no ma sesa hia mu hia pa wo kwa wo chese wo hu a wo re kra beko so en fi ti abron chire ma mu enti no to say like sometimes the way we carry ourselves on social media, no, you have to represent. You have to represent your man and baby. You said you can see you try one more crowd, but to say you nim say your papa, but I don't say but now say with validation. What are you doing to help make it better? So yeah. Community work. To say brono mo ankasa mo cleaning mo brono so to say because one person cannot do everything. On my opinion not to so American from how we feel so. Like that man no crampo the enka when free so anka me feel say American from has in can some better than so to say like obi wo no ma they have the leadership in them obi nso timi sua but this one dear no. This one there, he only care for no one who he doesn't care for nobody by himself. He's a pathological liar. On one casa some of can what the on one casa somebody. Sister. Yeah, it is like I am very sad, I mean, it is we Obeka say Africa is a shit hole. Come and see some Ghanaian people on social media talking about shit hole. Shit hole, baby, I any. Oh no, not the obey, no, and see shit hole. No. And so no, be more fun. It's a World Cup. Me fuaso pa. Okay, fine. We fuaso. And then now we are boy for the shit hole. Nothing. Besides talking about it.
Now, who said? Also the common or but to be put
we're seeing two man and even with the flampine bomb, can you imagine? Nkwala omani yom ya oma ye twom twede wo matikonom ne ade nyina awofo ni bi na asa omo like sister say wo do ba ko Ghana school right na say akwara no eko school no koye memasem a eya aban se de say aban na ma akwara ne ntwempna
no ne de no cross wada ono aban na ne ba no wada
ene ye kuro mu nko ana bibi aya aban se de you know, we have a long way to go.
Sis, na me can say the politicians no omo kasa no. One was nanado bad or you so well be say yet go to so and then so so
that's no correct.
Ain't kasa ni no ho ma ye keka said yet any different from said ya samanate. Ebi papa no na o me be different. But yes, you full say so I can't say any your back or no bag of fat crying one proper is over 1 minute to watch it.
Yenim kasati I mean people who insult no I see them as unintelligent. That's how I see them. I don't have any respect for people who insult because obia adwin enda nitirimu no onni bibi papa bia kan onna da bi oyeye because it's a wo bibi papa kan wo de ye ne beto nchen no aka nyansasem e wo tirim obi nyansasem bi eni tirim no oyeye enti no that's my analysis, you know, because they say so wo asem pa bi kan express it Can I to assist? Okay, say, and I say, even if you have ideas of a new my bit me, aboye mine because Ghana though, like Ghana, like I mean, but we need sika adding parcel like you can enjoy because here and yeah, we should even pray for anybody to be poor because we'll be need sika like home. And you know, oh please, akwụkwọ na ụgbenye bi kura mpụ na ya yi very sad. Sis, I'm getting ready to go off. I mean, yeah, you know, ne kura ne saying.
Yes, let's all relearn everything. Yeah, let's relearn from baby gradually, one step at a time. We will get there somehow. You bedroom into the additional and any other so what for penny particular classroom. Be a so good also after every single day, boss lady in the car. Every day, we are not here, but you see, and it's mind with the four. We are brochure for my Ghana, no Massana Butri. Ain't you are not done woman to say, I do a domain, son.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Just a sister to Jamamo. Why are the pints? Most of them concentrated, and I ready say, you be a woman, you're fixing, as I say, you're fixing from here, you're fixing, I didn't fixing any pebria. You bet me, I fixing a community, you're fixing a society, not a crack, you're fixing a nation. It's major, I need to women now. As
Meda says, send a wabania dinkomo, ye dinkomo,
always.
Wama grown yes, I cry me free, so I mean, who send me free so.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. What it is, what I'm going to chill to a channel, yeah. Many suffer someone, so we're not gonna come live tomorrow. We're going to push it to next week. No
problem.
Tell you that we are only boss lady Mukano, any other one feelings, feelings, no one, yeah, hey. We got feelings, I know I express why. We got some okay cash and it's just and I say, hey, although you won't come here over share cake and no one free, so and then you'll buy and or see good job, sweetheart. Hey, woman not to me trim. Also, I know why they are making.
Happiness
towards you, definitely. We are right, Auntie. Sister Mrekua, I am joining our boss lady, Fire Life Radio Thursday. We'll be talking about mental health. And to say, you travel 3 months, right? You 4 months, right? And I say I 4 months.
Yeah, 16 weeks was yesterday.
Wow. And she said 4 months. 4 months. 4 months. Wow, that's unbelievable. It's been 4 months already. That I said, like just information system require share questions at the phone and busa and just and no be easy. Addition there, yeah, see a there copim. See and share the every free we are saying. Now, I say, Yankupon Shira in Obamiania, Chenian Siatra 100 and something, dear. Yes, so you're the Yankupon is where and be a because was there because I wish you had there for our family brace. So it's me 8 year when you were family brace. So, to say mental illness, dear, it exists. So many of them, depression, bipolar, like yesterday you were talking about personality disorder, right?
Yeah. Yesterday was dependent personality
personality disorder. which is your chrome bebre na wohonum. Bebre na wohonum. Ain't you know? I am a birthday. What got flowers make cows so me peka me iPhone and what got flowers now bremi. This is a miracle any other phone. Say Facebook there are some creators now and kudos to them to say Ghana Kasem no some of the subtitles but because one of the viewers talked about them not having subtitles, right? I usually always say almost friend almost say MTV channel motivation. So great because it is saying someone in your man ACC warm your society in the community normal a clip do a 11 minutes, if you are 10 minutes, if you are 9 minutes, depending clip normal, but there's always a lesson at the end. And I think Nipa creative, they are doing an amazing job. And then me koye meeting to say my hairdresser no to say na me play one for her and me free one no me nya phone call every nipa bi am na me expect phone call free or and the cat was say na nipa nso bi a me ti ade no abeka nti me send come nti me send come man wo ne WhatsApp very educational because they say on say emma ba wa siso a omu di sikasem to say omu kofa nipa bi a aben wa hafo no na oba girl ba ko aben wa ha ni bi okofa no na okom okwa aduro so na okwaji sika no enti madam na sem o ka kire ne say to have the money you continue to come no because akwanso pese sika ne ba mo asema o ka kire ne say so oni oba da no oba ne boda man na sika ne beba. Auto I forget any busa for iPhone back no so met Tommy nu kra ma na de back watch on na for phone no be mo on ne no ho no ma o ye dabi no ja no nti ala di ni auto two phones on the man we no friend say on hia no hotel bi dan eni omo ko sepe omo ho ankasa almost sepe omo hu wie ye be say couple and omo throw on say a couple some months later no girl no abodam no she ne underwear ne bright ya na osi wo pesika de akoto iPhone eno no onam promu no gina kwam ye bo abengu no so no gina honom na me pesika de akoto iPhone enti no to say eye opening so wonderful. I checking it out almost say MTV channel motivation is very intriguing. I mean, I learned so much. Came who sent me here. Oh yeah, no, say, and I cartoons we and I'm catching so okay. Me back when I'm me share and no, and I'm for me, we school. You quit a degree. Back when I back on chain of because back juma. And I know money penny catcher and say. So and in media and I sad and phobia, or man as because almost a so more high obi. Bueno, instead so be catching and down for some me for no. As some can say, na nipa since so abetna maintain say me mane be ye adwuma na che say obenya ahomaso me ntimi mane nsi me nuoma bi. Ontimi mane nsi me nuoma bi mo ahu nipa sane nipa. Enti wan kan kire no but at the long run no guy ni konya adwuma wo ba bia omo man flat omo man car ntino wo konya bibi ese there be ankoko share na ya fe de oye na afno ka say na me for so me di ni boni fe adwuma wanya enom ni ade enti sometimes no ka say wo di obi boni a it will come back to you one abeye o ka che ne panyi kra say boy ne ye konfo nti mo mfa no enti no to say sa nuoma ni bi no any ye movie ye wo society nti me feel say ade bi anipa bebre betimi afia ne o ma bi afiri mu ni ahwe ye hu so ye nti na ya na wa subscribe no omo channel no na wa hwe and no wa share ma do for
what's your friend me saying
MTV channel motivation TV channel motivation me we krampo a Let's share some one of former year my Facebook send a very uncle for be familiar with them. Very it's very educative. First time I've been here no na me here I'm so almost kind of organ almost kind of tree mo. I'm so wow to say this is nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Maybe oh baby I mean
it will be nice.
Very nice. Me make sure MTV dash channel of motivation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by all means,
When you have one of them, I be say you want to like look for the others. Very educative for you. Almost the cartoon all my toys normally but it's very educative and eye-opening. Awareness. They bring in a lot of awareness. Internet is saying you maybe wait me a share be a film no not just say why.
Yes, oh sis,
That's me yamba. That's me sure.
Very intelligent woman.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, Medana Sepa said, one of us were no so or no so many kama. Because I made you me a very talkative and to say Minty be I say I may busa. Oh, not to say your mama can't say maintenance the whole night. I met the whole night. But to say no chance me avoid it and I say me say some other important aspect with my bravo you know.
So what plan BB and you know what you are doing?
No crap. No crap and you know. Rebecca said to me, maybe promote a boss lady monsoon program or more a jama off. May the Jimmy so crampo by Miss Mrs. Sacket, why I no share, yeah, the side electric sliding now. Oh, Sam, media, me tea, and I say, awesome, I love it.
My would do who pumping.
Oh yes, what me the bua to pa a drew baba. Or don't I kick in as I say, or can't baba. And I am a Ghana electric slide because one say what mean the electric slide at Asano. And you know, I just love it. Not to say yeah, I mean, there's going to be music, happiness in point. I will go and dance rough. And you know, and Kolana call one ticket to our home. Me knew though you won't want to drive your car. No correct. And no, so I yes some series, baby. I'm a woman, any matters all boy, and I become Mrs. Penny. What see one of the series, you know, say, oh, and so catch you who know you with a CD, mammy. And I make cramming to see the away now, I try numbers also. It me say, now make a channel, and I'm so sister said. I CD ways CD back I won't make any mammy bo and man or say number ben also I'm say number. Me ye now I try numbers wasn't to or record do our or try numbers is saving you know. Say Mrs. Penny so open or call retrieve with that number now no I download my Mrs. Penny. Yeah, that's right. Only they're organizing the child number A1. No correct.
That's nice.
In this requirement, that's a funny woman. I was saying for a program.
Okay, good night.
Good night, sis. Love you.
Oh, love you more.
Okay. Bye, sis.
Bye, darling.
Okay. And you know, that was Sister Sister Comfort Miracle name. I am my joining boss ladies here that was a council we're dedicated Thursdays, you know, to do mental health because idea will come be so young can say you for no yen and pay attention to a because the movie will no almost so but to say umunya mwe fi baby a enti no to say Boss Lady in Fire Drive Time on weekdays, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. GMT time at Fire Life Radio. Ujadem Ankasa. Oh, that is like a good slang. And then Saturdays anopa me has a US Eastern time, no, but area no me and sat to no num. Mm-hmm. Maame Treboa ne Accra in Sankofa. Sietwi kasa ɔwɔ si sietwi kasa no na ɛbɛboa ɛwɔ Fire Life Radio as well. Afei nso yɛ sister ɔbaa pa ɔsan wɔ nimdeɛ ɛka ho sister Obapa Aisha Ankara for Juice Plus, natural supplements, and then Avon products. Last time you saw the boxes of Avon, I bet to Facebook, advertising, and friend not other things from her. A lot of insight about Juice Plus. Me, I'm just learning. Sister, I think yeah, sister, yeah, for the Atumbra, Arthur baako a mesi me deɛ menim no mene ne yɛ adamfo because madamfo baako ɔto nnwom ayɛ a no makyɛke ne nnwom wɔ YouTube yɛfrɛ no Johnny Praise Nigerian ni na mene ne yɛ adwuma ana mebɛyɛ ne panyi nti one time ɔbaa adwuma mu na mefaa me phone na me so ma yɛntwa picture, let's take a picture nti sɛ wofiri one I say at least I have a picture with you. Then you try a picture. Can you believe said that you try a picture? No, that was the last time on so Juma because we will take some time off and through taking some time off for people Juma for when you Juma for new piano casting say Juma no. And then on Noah and I'm on Noah soon I'm being Juma as I say me and can you on Noah the anchor like I'm accident and come that city fee nipa bi wɔ hɔ nom a wohyia no a papa a wobɛyɛ no anaasɛ how you treat them no ɔno nso bɛtumi a aboa wo wɔ kwan bi so in the future nti I'm just so happy nti moncheck no out wɔ YouTube like Johnny Praise ɔto gospel song ne nnwom no kyɛ sɛ ɛgya wo mu ankasa nti sister ya atobra Auntie Ya's book corner Tuesdays, or yeah, practical and yamisem, real talk, no sugar coating and nothing like that. Thursdays, so yeah, live video reading, to say, I have my trying the second book because I can't be adding any more information. As I say, while announcements are by alternating between the first book and the second book. First book, a reflection of a thirsty soul and then second book near the beauty of a woman's heart, and then very educative topics are or they ba eja. Happens to Sundays, Antia's cozy book chat with Obapa Sisaya Russell, and to say the kind pages of the book, and then they will discuss it. Very educative into I am not tuning my and I think so the beautiful sister B Russell with her 100% natural health and beauty advocate. DM her for more information. I think so to say it's a bad life and let's say be our per se old friend now contribute to a bit me a family WhatsApp number, right? Which is 973064114. Not what Freya contribute to. So person is sending you a link and so I'll send you the link and then you can call or you can go call me through Messenger and then you get me I contribute to the program. I say everybody is welcome with the exception of insult. I don't condone insults because I know I'm one I mean I don't go there. I think so this sister Basima was our sister Sage Williams, okay. The website sageshare.com to get some authentic merchandises and you can get dresses, cream, beads, jewelry, t-shirts with your traditional clothing, in the t-shirt. I'm going to start wearing the t-shirts again just to advocate, just to advertise for her. Hi, honey. You okay? I don't even know. I not that sister won't require crackers and commit to me. I am. And then sɛ wokɔ na sɛ wo order t-shirt na wokɔ a bi wɔ hɔnom a you don't see the color of the t-shirt, but mɛmma waba mu mu ɔwɔ a comment a box bi wɔ hɔnom nti wobɛtumi atwerɛ color of a t-shirt a wopɛ, but it says in terms of size na amount of a year a wopɛ no wobɛtumi aselect ɛwɔ no website no nti no te sɛ ɛna afei nso your friend is saying to say scarf nso or scarf or hɔnom duku kente deɛ anaasɛ deɛ yɛabɔ ne dada ɛne nea ɛwɔ ankasa wobɛbɔ no ne ade last time bɛtena ha kinkinkinkin ne deɛ it looks nice, so I left it as it is. Megyaa ne sɛnea ɛteɛ no afei nso sister a wɔ mmerɛku a wɔyɛ lunchtime talk with or host celebrities. Ooh, baby! See, what distracting me, cry, eh? Ain't yes! Finally! Woohoo! Congratulations! I have some more. Hey, let me judge you. Your mom. Ain't yeah. And you over here picture now, confirm say. What am I saying? No, I know better differently because you say I know something. One want to mean and they need to mail it separately. Yes. Then one for your COVID, any view now will be out Korea. I'm sorry, guys. Kay is distracting me when you're near maybe. This is a woman who she holds, some celebrities. I'm talking about real celebrities, or Branham, subsidizing, Nigerian actress, actors, a comedy actors, actress, to say like there's a whole bunch, so women empowerment, so many prominent people or who still money. I think it's a Pastor Esther Arthur or your live programs on Wednesdays around midday between 12 to 2 p.m. It's say Tamubenya Abasono. And then you have a worldwide YouTube about parental alienation with Obapa, Sister Mamle, Yoko Godwin. So no to say she has a lot of educated insight. You be brave to me a Juice Plus, to say like the more the merrier. Sister Obapa Angelina Ba or Sister Yaba. You have so many others who also serve a Juice Plus, so you can contact them. But I'm still waiting for you on that thing. I'm going to hold you. Now Saturday is and 3 p.m. Eastern time, US Eastern time. I am next for some more so yeah, baby, our real church, but the set sometimes topics in there and one bit me up wow. And but what we're not gonna come live because I have some event to go to. Small who send my so sweet. I'm a say, make up chile na mako bu akụkụ bushos wee die with odo you ope won pe obesa yeah nti no na me aduma ebe hu next Saturday at this but it's a Sunday. I will have to talk to brother Black, to find out say Maka if we're going to stream now. Then you see me there with brother Black and the team members, some of the team members. But my hope is to meet all of them in the future to learn something productive from each and every one of them because topic you I may not it may not be my favorite or I may not agree on that, but to say we can all agree to disagree. Yeah, you didn't come productive and then never buy any in so I'm not forgetting it anymore. Brother Big Love that it is a Saturdays, yeah, love and sex. Into love and sex, but and you fan you fan into my prayer. And I think so sample for radio with Dr. Say a Fridays and Murray 10 p.m. or US Eastern time no or in Pemun Komodie. You best believe say I'm there. Meet her honor papa. Hey brother Benjamin, see if you're more Nti, oh wow, you so very welcome, Sister Sage Williams. I think so. And say be I Pastor P. So Sunday, so yeah, a missionary and dreamers, right? I think so. Yeah, and to say, mommy and support him. We see it to me yes, I don't know because yɛboa yɛn ho a ɛbɛboa ne yɛatu mpɔn na ɛno kora mpo ago into Dr. Sɛ koraa na ɛfrɛ me no nipa mokyerɛ me so Dr. Sɛ nyame adom me ho yɛ ɛnnɛ mpɛm nkɔmmɔdie bɛba so wɔ ho mebɔ ho sɛ mita na meyɛ announcement koraa na ade frɛ yi about that sɛ ne mpɛm nkɔmmɔdie bɛba so nti sɛ nkurɔfoɔ tune in on Sankofo radio na ɔmo tie nsɛm paa. Oh, mɛnom red wine bi na mmemme no mu atɔ so ane. Mate. And I say, yo, mate, that's what I'm saying. Bye bye. Yes, nipa ni ne din. Ɛyɛ asɛm. To say wohwɛ a small micro community, communities, they are thriving because they work with and they support their own. To say, let's take the Jewish people community, Chinese people, like for example, they work with their own, and they don't betray their own. They don't think ill of their own. But I say, my switch you for Ghana for any black communities, uh we normal it's like we do tick for tack. Say me ye bibi ma way, say won't we bibi ma me. It shouldn't have to be because it's a unya be ye bibi na say who support in a good form na say who kita akomapa ne adwen pa like nhyira no wobɛnya nhyira wɔ ho wo nso wobɛhu sɛ w'abrabɔ ɛɛkɔ n'anim like we need to get away from the negativity all right so before they our someone in our community help their own or support they want something in return for decades and that continues today because many of us do not learn at all. Our own do not reach their hand back and help others because of their self interest, limited mindset, enviousness, jealousy, characteristic, evil, wicked mentality, constant lies, and so forth. Most people in our society community are hoarders. They hoarding information because they are so busy being in unnecessary competition, comparison, pointing fingers at other people, expecting other people to solve their problem for them, which is part of the culture, majority of us have created. Some of us create our own problems, but we expecting someone to come and solve it for us. I mean, if you create something, you need to find ways to deal with it. When people start businesses, a program, something, it's okay for us to help each other, sharing the person's program, liking the program, inviting friends, subscribing, their channel, following their channel, like all that is, it may not be a big deal for you, but all that is helpful and it can be a blessing to you. One simple kindness can go a long way. We should be able to keep the flow of positive energy without having to give our tongue, forced to give what we cannot afford, and etc. Like, obi wɔ hɔnom a ɔnhyɛ da enya baby papa nsi ɔkɔbɔ besia na ɔde akɔtotɔ nneɛma just to look good on social media, and then free social media she's suffering. People are like calling them to ask them for their money back and stuff like that. It's a whole lot. If you more enya mental issues because they say we keeping things inside, we holding on to things that someone did to us. We need to learn to forgive and let things go and give ourselves time to fully heal. Because if you don't fully heal, you leave one relationship. If you have a broken heart, right? Someone broke your heart and you don't fully heal, and you don't, because you jump into another relationship because you don't want your ex knowing that you are still single now, you're going to end up in the same kind of relationship because you didn't take your time. You're going to victimize yourself for someone to give you empathy, and then the same person will turn around and do worse than what your ex did to you. So we cannot rush into things that we're not ready for. We have to take our beauty time. Time heals, not fully, but at some point you'll be able to say, okay, I think that where I'm at, I'm strong enough to handle any disappointment, but I'm not looking for disappointment. What did I not do with in my first relationship? And I said, "No, my band meant to me, relationship, anti me, and no. Ɛdeɛn mɛtumi ayɛ differently ɛwɔ new relationship a mewɔ mu. But ma yɛmfa yɛ past ɛnkɔ yɛ present mu ne yɛ future mu ɛmmoa yɛn. We can use our past to do work on us, because nobody is perfect, and our imperfection should give us room to change. We can help each other by sharing information, give some, just acquire knowledge, adequate information to put things in place. I mean, every little thing to change, you're going to have to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes you perfect. I used to watch like this program on Channel 13, and the guy, I forgot his name, who used to do that, like, do pronunciations, how to put sentence together, grammar and stuff like that. He always says it's true. When you practice on certain things, it gives you you get better, so we need to teach steps to take for a healthy, respectable, loving, long-lasting relationship, marriages, lifestyle, decision making, because the more that we acquire and retain up here, and we also have to do inventory, even with our brain, because there are some things that we store up here that is not beneficial. Because if someone did me wrong and I'm holding on to it, I'm wasting space in my head, in my brain, for nothing. Because I talked about some of the things I experienced within 5.5 years I lived with some family members. Some were like so lovely, loving, and lovely. They were doing what they're supposed to do the best way that they can. But there were some who look the other way, like they don't see nothing, which is even worse than the one who is inflicting pain and misery on other vulnerable people. So it's like when you see something, you don't say something, you are worse or the same as the person who's inflicting that. So it's always important, it's understandable. A lot of people from our community society have had traumatic event. They have gone through so many things. They've been traumatized in many ways, and they need counseling, but they don't have that. So, what are some of the things that they can use to get themselves out of that cycle? Being able to talk about what is bothering them, um, why they can move forward, why they are the way that they are. Some people, it's hard for them to to even talk about things, and it's having productive effective communication is not easy. You need to learn how to speak with people, how to open up with people, and what type of information you can share with certain people, because nowadays you cannot even trust certain people, because some people, when they hear some of your personal issues, they go and broadcast it, even though you may not want it in public and stuff like that. So I think that we just need to be more empathized. We need to be compassionate. We need to learn to love ourselves and love other people, because what may work for us and how some of us have it easy or productively, or some of us have been able to get over the lump, it's not the same for everybody. But being raised in an abnormal home environment, toxic home environment, or like unhealthy environment does not necessarily mean that you need to stay in that funk. There are ways and means that you can go about to get yourself out of there. Because growing up, if you were like, flogged, if you were beaten, if you were abused sexually, emotionally, psychologically, and physically abused, and so many other things, and you know how that feels, you should know that you should not inflict such pain on another person or your children. So, I mean, I will ask the question that I asked from in the beginning. Growing up, you went through so many things, traumatic things. And you, at the time you were younger, you have no say, you have no way of being able to get out of that environment. But now you have the opportunity to move away, to live on your own, to make your own rules and decisions. What is stopping you from changing your negative attitude, your poor characteristic, your evil mindset, your twisted, sick mindset, your dysfunctional mindset? What is stopping you from learning now? So for now, you have to stop the blaming, the excuses, the reasoning, pointing fingers, expecting other people to come and save you, because you're in a position to be your own miracle. You're in a position to change your ways and do better and be a better person and help people who are in need. But we shouldn't hold things inside, because when we do hold things inside, depression, and procrastination and so many other stuff, it steals our time. Life is supposed to be all about, living it to our fullest. We need to live our life to the fullest. And when you holding on to something that happened to you 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, it's time wasting. You are shedding your life away for all the wrong things. We have to really live our life and be happy as we are. We shouldn't compare ourselves to other people, because there are some people who are going through hell. They're suffering behind closed doors. If you're going through some abusive relationship or marriage, find the strength to get help. You know, talk with someone, and make sure that you find ways to remove yourself from that toxic environment, abusive home, and for your children, because you never know what one is thinking before tomorrow comes. Tomorrow never ends, but not all of us are able to live to see tomorrow. So, by God's grace, I will see you guys next week. Um, we all should have a blessed and safe weekend. I love you guys. One love always. You guys should take care of yourself, and au revoir. Right, Kay? My child, right? French. Oh, Dr. Dawkins, thank you, and thank you for sharing the program. Oh, that's the task. I share my program every time I come online. I'm like a love it, brother. And then we back one casacra, and why a big girl. This I shall so to say one said I'm Cassaria. One said you so she I and I was free. And I Aisha cry. It's very important. Raleigh has been named the cleanest city in Africa for a good reason. Rwandans take cleanliness very seriously, and they should. Cleanliness is very, regardless of neighborhood and income level. Just almost used to Good night, Dr. Kinsley. Dr. Kinsley, you're not coming to Toronto. It's a meeting and Brenda maybe visited your friend is saying Canada, because I seem to have a lot of good friends in Canada, UK, Germany. Hey, Charlie, me one baby go. And your COVID being better, but I mean, next vacation is a thing for Ghana. I mean, we don't go for those places. Nama for Yes, it's Aisha. Now I'm so down, sorry. How you feeling? Right? Extraordinary. Right? Thank you. Oh, wonderful. But then you dear. Hey, King of Love song indeed. And you are me for my baby sister. She loves it and I love it. And you know, sister, like that's something we both love it. Into me, Bama and you'll be. Did you miss so? Okay, I am a man that may come. Then we are me boss animal. Okay, he knows exactly the song alive. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's so much. Now we should have done
my feel don't come on. Be there, it's a not from me. Be careful, I want to send my watching. Only one minute, only be ready to the floor. Be out.
Oh, no, that's so much. Now we should have done me. Oh, no, that's so much. Now we should have done me.
It's in the body, the woman, the flower, all day. It's in the body, the woman, the flower, all day. Oh, okay, we're teaching so.
Oh, Sister Nana, Abuna, or so I mean, near the degree as to make a grow with the bottle. It's a dear, I said, I that come out who found the throne. person the yamini na said in Otro was not do as na for our pemua. Then we hear who any bet I say, hey, me, you am a friend in the actual the aquamini and Imbo sister Nana Abna. Why? Tija, are you so cool?
When you say me, you'll be like, oh, I want name, but I'm for when you want me, then no.
Okay, what's it? Huh? This is for you, eh? What you want me then? Ah.
It's even money, the mommy, throw up, rock all day. It's even money, the mommy, throw up, rock all day. Oh, what a rage, so I'm say, come on, some more, anyway, so
Sister Sika educated. Very educated program. Sister, I'm a member, of course. Everybody is the world. Hi, baby sister. So I'm a ton of you. Hey, brother, that's what I say. I believe you. Thank you.
Oh, Lord. I don't get a bum bum I don't soon have a neighbor. Somebody
hey, this is Ravi. Wow. Thank you, baby. For sharing the program.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, la 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 la, chicky bum bum bum. Oh yeah, oh yeah, la 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 la, chicky bum bum bum. Oh, anyway, chicky so mama say yeah, oh yeah, say, come on, some
Baby, this is for you. You are doing great. Thank you, sister. Sister Mrekua, any boss lady, some ultimate frey, and I'm also better imagine. And I'm also more a friend is saying, more contribute to through comments, with the moon now, young people in Shramuna, my share program as always. My like, my love it. One love to each and every one of you guys. Okay, take care of yourself and each other. Let's learn to love and push each other forward. Okay. And you can see a map to say, it take you over our life. I mean, share mama, bye. Bye, baby sister. I love you. Mommy. You know, bye. I have to work. We're busy, dear. On one again, I know.